97.3. Welcome aboard to your place of European talk. Today, we'll be getting into the FA Cup third round matches, and then we'll take you to Spain, the Spanish La Liga, and then maybe we'll take you to Saudi Arabia, the Spanish Super Cup later tonight. We'll head to the Italian Serie A, look at some games over there. Then later, at the tail end of the show, we'll take you to Morocco, talk about the semifinals of the AFCON. Egypt, Senegal, Morocco, the host nation, and Nigeria, the four nations who have qualified to the semifinals of the 2025 AFCON. Egypt do have 7 AFCON titles, Nigeria 3, Senegal 1, Morocco 1. The last time Morocco won it was in 1976. Can they do it again? A 50-year wait for an AFCON title. For Senegal, the last time they won it was in 2021. Can they do it again? And we'll see if the countries can actually get their hands on the AFCON trophy. Welcome to the show. This is the Republic of Football. You can always join the conversation by texting into the show 053996 996 0539 986 996. I'm Gabi Affair. You can find me on X at Gabi Milito 7. So you can always join the conversation 053996 996 0539 986 996. Later, we'll take you to Morocco, right? We'll be talking to a Nigerian sports journalist on the Nigerians progressing to the semis. Then we'll take you to Canada. Today, we are all over the world, touching base with our colleague based in Canada to also share his thoughts on the AFCON. Welcome to the show again. I'm Gabi Ofe. I've got Bernard Abeku I've dabbed. And there is also Sedna Medmont and Kopnamaf. Bernard, did you see what I did? I was dabbing with your name, bro.
Say again.
Bernard Abeku Otre.
It's fine, let's go.
You good?
Numerical.
Right. Why are you laughing, please?
I'm fine, I'm fine. It's okay, I'm good.
I cut you off this place.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Steady.
Yes,
What's
sir.
good, bro?
I'm good. Yourself?
You did cool.
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah. The jersey are wearing.
Everybody's wearing a jersey here. Why are you
No,
doing this to me again?
I've seen Bernard's jersey already. Republic of Football in there. And you are wearing what? Where is this one coming from?
Athletic Nacional from Colombia.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And now you reach South America.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Why are you guys doing this to me?
Come now. Who come up him, Beba?
Yeah.
Hey.
Fabulous.
It is so nice. It is.
Charlie, they said the people they go sack Zito. They want
Ahmed Fati.
Charlie, you see, we are in 2026.
I saw the story and I was like,
I'll be the sacking spree as
say-
also touched.
how
Ghana,
come United to have
Massa,
brought in
Massa.
Kasim
Yeah.
Gokiodes?
Yeah.
You the kind of coach.
Yeah, I remember him, King Faisal.
Charlie, the GFA. If you whole Netflix.
But hold on. With Hawker United, personally,
You have a few things to say. Eh?
I have a lot to say pertaining to their coaching that they have exhibited in the competition this season. I have a lot to say. My big shout out going out.
It's just unfortunate that the show doesn't permit us to talk about GPO. We'll find time and then we'll get into it. Let's welcome our viewers on YouTube. Sweet Kwame, Raymond Decoder, already texting into the show.
Read what they said.
Oh, it's normal comment.
Shining brother one. But today you've covered the head, so we can't see
I've
the.
covered where? Can't you see my head?
No, the angle at which the
Which
light
angle?
is supposed to hit
My
and
friend,
then
behave
you
yourself.
know refract is not doing so.
Hey. Let's get talking. Let's start off with the FA Cup. A couple of matches coming through. This weekend we don't have the games from the EPL. So the FA Cup, let me just run you through the games coming up later today. And some have already started. Early on today, we saw Leeds United beating Derby County by 3-1. As we speak, Arsenal taking on Portsmouth is 1-0. Arsenal have equalized in that game not too long. Later at 2:30, there is Hull City taking on Blackburn. Same time, there is Norwich up against Walsall. The same time at 2:30 p.m., Sheffield United will take on Mansfield. And then Swansea City up against West Bromwich Albion. At 2:30, there is West Ham up against QPR. And then at 4:30, it's Manchester United up against Brighton in the FA Cup. Our focus would be on two venues. That's Portsmouth home, where they are taking on Arsenal. And then Old Trafford is an all-Premier League clash between Manchester United and then Brighton. Yeah. For the German League, there's two games today. Borussia Mönchengladbach will take on Augsburg at 2:30. And then Bayern Munich will take on Wolfsburg at 4:30 p.m. in Germany. For the Italian Serie A, Lecce, early on, they lost to Parma by 2-1. Fiorentina, as we speak, are taking on AC Milan. 5 p.m. we'll see Verona up against Lazio. And then at 7:45 p.m., it's a big game. Inter Milan taking on Napoli at 7:45 p.m. When we head to Spain, right, Rayo Vallecano are currently taking on Mallorca. It's Rayo Vallecano 2, Mallorca 1. And then at 3:15 p.m., Levante will take on Espanyol in that game. And then later, it would be Spain in Saudi Arabia. So the Super Cup final, Barcelona taking on Real Madrid at 7 p.m. That will be played in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So the Super Cup is happening later tonight. Let's get back to the FA Cup action. And then let's start talking from there. Maybe we should review yesterday's game. We'll be heavy on Manchester City, most especially on a Ghanaian player who just moved to that club, in Antoine Semenyo. A goal, an assist, and a man of the match award for him in his debut. Let me start off with Bernard.
No, I know.
You knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I'll come to you. Oh, how did you
I
do
know
that?
today. I read you right on TV. I seem to understand the whole picture.
Why are you doing that?
So some days when we come in and I know you on me, I know.
Oh, really?
I know, yeah. It's one of those days, so I know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because the way we were calm talking about Nigeria this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew you are
I knew.
Okay. We'll talk about Nigeria a bit later.
Great.
Let's talk about Antoine Semenyo and tie it with the FA Cup action. So yesterday they played Exeter City, right? They beat them
not the canned beef.
No, they can't be the
Yes,
football club.
please, yes, please.
And they
Okay.
canned them and put them into the canteen.
Oh, Charlie.
Bus.
Oh, Charlie.
Semenyo started.
Yeah.
I think it was a smart decision by Pep to start him
Brilliant.
in the first game.
Mm.
Just quick thought about his overall play. He took Doku's position.
Mm-hmm.
That's the left.
Mm.
I think if it was a pure game, it would have been Doku starting there, but because it's the FA Cup, so Pep allowed him to play there. Just a thought about him in that City team. How are you feeling to see him wear the blue jersey playing for Manchester City? And then you can talk about the performance.
I felt special as a Ghanaian. Seeing a Ghanaian go through lower ranks, like of Bristol City, and the list goes on. Finally, ending at Bournemouth, given an opportunity to explore. And big up to the Bournemouth coach. What's his name?
Anthony Raola.
Fantastic guy. In how he has been able, through his technical or tactical instructions, brought this guy up to be the kind of star he is. Why do I thump the coach up? I thump the coach up because we saw Mo Kudus under another fantastic manager in
As his former club.
His former class, West Ham.
David Moyes.
Not David Moyes.
Le
Portuguese.
Julien.
Yeah.
Julien Le Portuguese.
Hey, he's a fantastic coach.
But I disagree though. Le Portuguese was sound rough.
Oh, no, I sound.
Le Portuguese, given time, it's a fantastic.
Charlie, he has coached Real Madrid before.
How long did he take it?
He has
see,
once Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can say that he has coached United before. Portuguese has coached Madrid before.
I was buying
When
into
he
argument, but
when
you
he
see,
coached at Madrid, what did he do
if you do this,
But when Van not Van Persie,
Van Gaal
not only
Van Nistelrooy?
when Van Nistelrooy coach, what did he do?
at United.
What did you do?
He got some points.
You got point. He got point. Why are you guys doing this?
Let's not digress.
superstar.
But now please
Superstar.
make a point.
I'm on the floor. You give me that time. see, we saw Kudus under that manager. I wouldn't say sink. Sink would have been a huge word if I'm to use it. But drop in form a little. And there were a lot of questions whether Kudus is really the Kudus we know. And people were doing their politicking around that matter in terms of how he performed under that manager. Then he switched to Thomas Frank at Spurs. And we saw the life in Kudus again. At the other side, it does not look similar to what I described. But I use that example to say that the Bournemouth manager really allowed him the room to grow and to have freedom with the ball, just like Frank gave Kudus Kudus is injured. So when Kudus first, made going to the Spurs squad.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I was on. I nearly said I was on commentary duties. I was listening to. The commentary yesterday.
Yeah.
During the
from the game.
Yeah, during the Exeter game.
Okay.
Look, the commentator said, "Oh, Semenyo, welcome to Manchester City," when he scored that goal.
Yeah.
The City fans have gotten to know that the guy has integrated into the squad super early, and that's if you don't know what's happening, it's raining out there. Yeah. I see you.
You have to chip in nowadays, eh?
Absolutely. So, I mean, it's about how electric he is and how settled he is becoming to the City, setup. He picks the ball. They kick a long ball to him. He observes. He looks over his shoulder. Run Sheki, right? He looks over his shoulder and realizes
Another player
that
who is ambipedal.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He realizes that, okay, there's no mate with him in that run. Then he went a little forward, obstructed the defender's vision, got in front of the defender and just observed the goalkeeper's movement. And that's one-on-one distribution. It's not every player who's able to distribute, if I'm using distribute, maybe a higher word. It's not every footballer that is able to map the keeper's timing on a one-on-one and slot the ball into the back of the net. But he was able to do it, and mind you, before he did that, he had already given an assist.
Yeah.
That ball, he went down the flank in his favorite area close to the 18 and then kicked the ball across.
With his left
fantastic.
Foot. Yeah.
Whipped it in, and then it was an easy tap in for whoever that got an opportunity. You were just signed, you've not trained with the squad, and you deliver such a performance. I imagine.
So essentially, I think if you had to look into it, he had just 1 day of training.
Yeah.
1 day of training session.
One day
On Friday.
Yeah, because he arrived. Everything
on
was
Friday.
done on
Thursday.
Thursday.
But he was announced.
He was
on
on
Friday.
Friday. Yeah.
Everything was.
So
done
he was
signed
in camp way earlier than the
before that.
announcement.
Yeah.
But he literally did not get any time with them.
Yeah, it was more like fraternizing with the players and all of
just
that.
hanging out.
And you deliver such a performance, phenomenal. You score and you give an assist, fantastic. You in celebration. I watch him with the squad, and it's like he's lived with these guys for a minute.
Yeah. What do you think that goal, or no, let me, I only want to say that goal alone. The performance will do for him as a player, even before the Pep factor comes in? Going forward, so the games he has to play.
I like you add going forward. See, I love Arsenal. Okay? But they are in trouble.
How?
You come in, you score a goal, you assist. You have not had 2 days with the squad to train, and your integration has been this excellent. And you are the guy that the manager is looking for. He tears defenders apart. He frustrates defenders. Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah.
The attributes that young lad. Look, should I say this? He's in the form of his life, and I feel we are going to see City energized and improved City, because he comes in and he's subbing about 3 players if he's granted the opportunity.
Yeah.
Ryan Cherky, Phil Foden, and Doku. These are excellent performances for Manchester City.
Yeah.
But he picks one of the positions up front and he's subbing all of these 3, if not 2. So he's going to push City's guys, a notch higher in terms of performance.
Okay.
And with a style of play that we are going to even see more goals from Erling Haaland. And I'm not even mincing words.
I see.
Yeah. With his style of play, he's not selfish. He loves to send the ball across into the 18, an area where there is a specialized dominance by Erling Haaland. Maybe I just pray he does not give him a bit of his milk to taste. If he does, it will be dangerous. That's our fear for Arsenal, because a blip is going to be. It's going to mesmerize Arsenal's fate. If not, I know the Arsenal fans are geared up in this campaign, and they might not agree to the last part of my argument, but I'm saying that, look, if Arsenal are not careful with the Semenyo inclusion to the City squad, we saw Bruno Fernandes come into the United squad and lift the entire team's spirit. This is a guy that is loved by the players themselves, because they feel that they've gotten a workaholic in terms of defensive footing and offensive, and is going to give that right distribution to the attackers to score. On occasions where he feels like scoring, he cuts in and just, picks a target and carry the ball into an area, or he fetches you one-on-one, and it is dangerous. And this City squad, Pep has taught them not to be that selfish. If you see a player, that's how I describe it. When someone got that through ball, he scanned and realized there was nobody with him.
Yeah.
So best thing for him to do is attack the goal.
Attack the space
and deliver. And he attacked such spaces and got it. He is a fantastic player. And I love the commentary from the guy. He says, "Oh, Antoine." He says, "Oh, Semenyo, you are welcome to Manchester City."
Sadi, let's talk about this. People say that Semenyo's arrival, right, at Manchester City is further evidence of Pep Guardiola's new direction, and that he's moving away from a certain style of play. He's moving away from dwelling on intricate players. So maybe you want to look at the Jack Grealish, the I don't even want to say Sterling, because I think Sterling has what Semenyo 2 does, very direct. What do you think his inclusion in the team does for Pep and the players up front for the rest of the games to play?
Wonderful. Before I go on to answer your question, let me give you a stat that would reflect something I'm about to say. Now, Antoine Semenyo is the first player to both score and assist a goal on his City debut in all competitions since
Aguero?
Kun Aguero
Charlie.
in August 20.
See, Semenyo
Maybe you have to repeat
elites.
that again.
So since
He's the first player.
2011, since Aguero did it, Semenyo is the first player to score and assist in his debut in any competition.
Charlie, the thing is getting dangerous.
For Manchester City.
It's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous.
Since 2011.
Since 2011, look at the kind of players that have come and left City.
Oh.
Look at the kind of players they still have now. They have Haaland, who came in and started scoring.
Mm-hmm.
They have had who? Kevin De Bruyne. They have had who? Mention them. Julian Alvarez. And for me, I believe he is going to be the closest replacement they would get to Julian Alvarez.
Okay.
His directness is something that Pep, after letting go of Julian Alvarez, noticed that he was lacking in his team.
So you want to say Semenyo is Alvarez's replacement?
At this point in time, that is what I am seeing.
Okay, but Alvarez I thought was operating more like a 10.
Semenyo can operate in all those departments.
No, but when you look at Semenyo's
I feel Semenyo is an improved form of Alvarez.
And I made this point on TV today. When you look at his heat map for Bournemouth, he's operated more on the left. A lot of the damage he's done has come from the left. Would that not be a problem if he plays centrally?
No, it won't be.
It won't?
No.
Okay.
Reason why I say it won't be is, let's look at the kind of goals Semenyo has scored this season. All the goals have largely come up when he has ended up close to central areas. Let's look at his first goal of the season. He literally went through the middle of Liverpool's midfield and defense and hit the ball as if they did not exist.
That goal was sweet.
Oh yeah.
That goal was really sweet. To make Konate chew grass
and Van Dijk dance.
Yeah, we were talking about it last time at the office, is it?
that was really good. Like
Exactly.
Very unpredictable.
That's what he brings to the team.
Okay.
And for me, I have said this time without number, that Pep Guardiola has lasted in the Premier League more than any league he has coached in because of one thing. That thrill that he gets, that he needs to constantly bring something new to the table.
Oh, okay. So you think that's what we are beginning to see in the last 2 seasons?
Exactly. We are
Or
beginning
three.
to see, no, just even 2 seasons.
Okay.
We are beginning to see a Pep that wants to go more direct. A Pep that doesn't want to hold so much of the ball and do a passing masterclass like Chelsea did yesterday.
In fact, to add to your point, what you just said, right, it's a start. So the start said that City have scored a lot goals this season from counter-attacking positions than
Exactly.
2 seasons combined.
Yeah.
So they spoke about a 2022-2023 season and then 2023-2024 season.
Yeah.
So City are clearly moving away from a certain way of handling the ball, especially in the final third.
Yeah.
They are refraining from that, doing that more, and now being very direct.
Very, very direct.
And that's why you think Semenyo would add to
Exactly. That's
the goals they scored
the
already.
difference that Semenyo brings to the team. His directness. Look at the goal he scored. He picks up the ball and then he goes for it. I can name numerous players in that position who would not go for it. Doku would not run towards the pole and do that. I'm not being biased here. I'm just telling you from an analyst point of view.
How about Jack Grealish?
He won't.
Sterling?
Sterling is the next closest thing. He would run and hopefully be stopped by the line. I'm just saying. There are numerous lines there, so the last line. And again, there are other players who play in such position who are not as direct as Semenyo. And Pep has spoken about it. It says directness that appeals to him. You put Semenyo in a game, it switches the dynamics. Now, this season, even City have been very, very, very transitional.
Okay.
The EPL has evolved to a point where if you want to continue passing the ball around, teams will sit in a low block and then all you now have to do is try as much as possible to find an intricate pass.
Okay.
Now, doing that, you restrict guys like Haaland to finding ample space to actually deliver. So now what has Pep resulted to doing? He wants to keep the ball a little far away from the goalpost of the opponent and then try and run at them this time, creating a lot more spaces for his attackers. That is where Semenyo sits in beautifully. That is why it's good that Semenyo can play on both sides of the pitch. Coming into this particular City team at this time, you've even heard Tijani Reinders say yesterday that this is the time that they needed a player in the caliber of Semenyo.
Yeah.
His directness for me changes everything.
And you see, not to cut you, right? It's So when I see the pictures they post, I mean, somebody will say it's just for the optics.
Yeah.
We are not there, but you can actually see. I see a genuine happiness amongst the players that they are aware of the kind of quality that has come into the team.
Yeah.
You can actually tell, and that actually takes the team to a different level, because if the whole team know that, okay, Bernard Abeku is good, he's skillful,
Yeah.
he brings,
Which I am.
he elevates the team.
Which I am.
Yeah, you scored a
Yo.
penalty in the game. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
They went on the pitch, it shows. So an example could.
And when I went into
when I
deep,
okay.
when I went into deep,
It's okay.
when I went into defense,
I give you, see what
when
you said I only finish my points again. If you allow this boy, we'll do the
But
shit.
Pep is now evolving from the overly dominant controlling possession
Yeah.
to now actually making it count in transitional phases. So players like Semenyo now come into focus for the final stage of Pep's career at Manchester City. For me, he'll be very, very instrumental. And I have been one person who has constantly said that people should not worry about whether he will get playing time or not, because looking at where he has come from, Semenyo would get playing time.
He will get.
Oh, chairman.
So boys should not worry, right?
Can't worry.
People say-
In
And
the words of coach, can't worry.
And that's the question I want to throw to you, because I have listened to some people who say that the City team is stacked.
look,
When it
Arsenal,
comes to the
Arsenal are
attack.
leading by 2-1.
Oh, they scored a second goal.
Our salary depend. Our salary,
Oh, Charlie.
our salary, superstar.
Oh, wow, that's a miss.
Yeah.
That's a big
You look,
promise.
our salary,
Yeah. It depends on what. Arsenal winning the league
I
title.
promise you. And you understand me perfectly.
Talk to me just quickly. On people who say that the team is stacked, their attacking options they've got, it would be difficult for Semenyo to break through and all of that. What do you think?
I disagree with them. Serie A said a lot, same for Abeku, and I agree with all what they said, because especially Semenyo is a very direct player, and as he said, Doku is not as direct as Semenyo is, and Pep mostly likes a player that's very direct, who is able to just go on, like move forward to just score the goal, and that's what Semenyo does. Semenyo is also able to track back to defend very well, which Doku doesn't have. Doku is not able to track back to defend. Doku spoils the ball, and sometimes you see him walking. Semenyo spoils the ball, he's able to go back to defend very well. We've been seeing that when he was playing for Bournemouth, and even when he comes to the Black Stars, we see that from him, to track back to defense. So that is one key thing that is making what's the name? A lot of teams wanted him when he wanted when the transfer window was opened. That was a genuine transfer window. A lot of teams wanted him, and Pep was so happy to get him because of how good he is. So I don't think Semenyo coming to City or he playing for City, he's going to be. No. He will bench a lot of players over there. A lot of players.
He will bench a lot.
Oh, Semenyo will bench a lot of players. Let's be frank.
So
And I buttress his
no,
point.
but if you take out
I buttress his point, and I go far back, beyond, am I to say that, beyond Erling, Riyad Mahrez.
So you're saying when you take Haaland out of the picture,
Riyad Mahrez,
the rest,
Raheem Sterling, and there's another guy I jotted down.
Jack Grealish,
Leroy Sané.
Alright, Sonny.
If you put all of them three together, Semenyo's performance outweighs all of these guys. I know it's arguable.
Wait, say that again. So Riyad Mahrez.
When you look at the kind of let me expand it.
Let me
expand.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I feel like this one.
Yeah.
Let's take the list again.
Yeah.
But now let's take it again. Mahrez of
It's
Algeria.
raining, no.
See, come on.
Mahrez,
Yeah,
Leroy
yeah,
Sané.
I know what I'm
Leroy
saying.
They are getting
and
us
Raheem
slippery-
Sterling.
Would you allow?
slippery
Please?
Yeah.
Would you allow?
So you said
And
Mahrez,
I say
Sané.
it's arguable.
Okay, so
The
Mahrez, Sané.
replacement-
No, I want you to mention the name.
I'm
again.
coming there. The replacement that Pep has done, even with Haaland, I go back. Okay,
They're attacking you already on YouTube.
No, the numbers are there. The numbers are there.
Okay.
Season by season. The guy was playing for AFC Bournemouth. Put his numbers. These guys, where were they playing prior to City? What were their numbers?
No,
At the City.
Riyad Mahrez numbers at Leicester City was very good.
Oh,
That's crazy, yeah.
my
That's
man,
why I
my
find that
man,
very
relax, my
surprising.
man,
Let him
my
make
your
man,
point.
my
Make your
man.
He's getting
My
onto
man.
some slope that is very slippery.
My guy, me, I sleep day down there. I dey watch the guys for up there.
Okay,
because I
then.
know what this tastes like.
All right.
Great. Look, if you look at the replacements, or if you want the addition Pep has done, if you take the performance, again I say, the space we find ourselves in is based on factual argument, first off. So I know what I am saying. I'm saying that people should now get into their dictionaries. Leroy Sané, Riyad Mahrez, I mentioned another, Raheem Sterling.
I'm Sterling.
If you put their performances together, you watch them in a City shirt, you juxtapose that with Semenyo's performance, and I'm telling you that it is an improved. Semenyo's performance is an improved one when you compare these guys.
Really?
I know, but Semenyo, this is just a game
But I
against
still
Exeter
disagree.
City.
Because even at Bournemouth,
no,
I'm coming.
not even against Canbeef. I mean, not even against Canbeef.
No, I'm coming.
But before he
Fantastic.
moved into City,
Okay, let's make the arguments really interesting.
Then
At
who?
Bournemouth, I'm
Yeah.
coming. I'm Bournemouth. When you say Semenyo's performance is higher than Mahrez, Sané, and who again?
Raheem Sterling.
Raheem
Sterling.
Sterling. So are you saying? So you're looking at Semenyo's numbers, right?
I'm looking at Semenyo's numbers. I'm looking at his play on the pitch of play.
So his numbers, overall performance, what he's doing on the pitch, the body of work he's
The
put in.
body, oh, Charlie, you see why they like you? You know English. The body of performance, yeah. The body of performance, yeah. That. Charlie, why did you do
See,
this?
I strongly have other views.
I know
You
you have
understand?
other views because
Just one point.
Justify.
No,
Okay,
just
fair.
one point. You
Fair.
see, we are talking about a different, a different era of Pep.
Oh no!
they do
I can
agenda.
give you the. I can give you. I've read a lot about.
Okay, you give the
But
figures.
did you watch Mahrez?
Did you watch the silhouette of Raheem Sterling? Even the silhouette, too, not the Raheem Sterling himself. The silhouette of Raheem Sterling running for
See, let me tell you
Manchester City.
Even with Sané,
Leroy Sané.
that I think that at a point he dipped.
Semenyo is more electric and direct than Sané.
Fair enough. I'm saying that.
Same with Raheem
Bernard.
Sterling. Same with Riyad
But
Mahrez.
not even with Sané.
But they are different players of different.
Listen,
Oh, I mean, what's the position we are talking about?
When you look at
It's about the position the player is going
when
to
you
play.
look at Sané's time at City, the tail end at the time when he was about to leave,
Yeah.
I think
To
2
Bayern.
seasons back to back, even with those seasons that he dipped, I think the body of work and the assist and the whatever he did was still way more higher than Semenyo's performance.
I'm saying that.
So
I
when
combined three things. I told you that. When you look at and that's what you sum it up to, the body of work. And you use the same narration in justifying Leroy Sané's performance. I'm saying that Antoine is more electric, more direct. Okay? In terms when you juxtapose his performance or his performances to these guys I've mentioned, Raheem Sterling, Leroy Sané,
Riyad Mahrez.
Riyad Mahrez.
Okay, fair enough. You see,
I'll send you.
sometimes
I'll
when
send
a
you.
Ghanaian-
Oh no.
The Republic of Football 97.3 live on Channel 1 TV. We are live on YouTube as well. City Sports Ghana. If you can head there, leave your thoughts with us. On X, it's City Sports Ghana as well. But if you want to do your messages via WhatsApp, it's 0539969996. I'm Gabi Ofe in studio with Bernard Abeku Oshre, Ferdinand Edmond, and Kwabna Mafo. looking into Semenyo's performance and how far he can reach or go with this Manchester City team. Let me read some messages on YouTube, and then we'll talk about Chelsea. Liam Rosenior. Tactical Liam.
Before you read the message.
People are mentioning my
No,
name. That's
oh,
why he
no,
wants
it's
to
not that.
read
It's not that. It's not that. Sometimes I get hurt because. No way. Allow me to talk. I get hurt because.
Today he's wearing a kotoko.
Yes.
That's a Ghanaian version of what we are all wearing here.
I get hurt because now Semenyo is playing under a good coach.
It's okay.
Why
did you go and bring this conversation?
Charlie, first one crying here, Charlie.
Hey, come down, behave yourself. My goodness. Let me take some messages on YouTube. Sweet Kwame 357 says Arsenal conceded already. Okay, I think in reaction to when Arsenal conceded early on. He says, can my team City get a defender ASAP? Okay. Hello guys, looking forward to hearing your opinions on the El Clasico. That's from Bruce 6179. He says, I'm a Madrid supporter, though hopefully Madrid takes the cup today. Guys, kindly check the... Okay, we've worked on that. Okay. Yeah, the Super Cup is happening in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, today at 7 p.m.
You see, that when we get there, I'll tell you something. That experiment has failed. And
We'll get into that. Sweet Kwame 357 says, Gabi and the guys in the studio, do you think Pep will sign Semenyo if he was born in Ghana?
Yes.
I remember the rumors of Kudus going to Man City. Okay. He says Kudus dribbles too much and Semenyo doesn't. He's direct. Okay. Tonight in the Spanish Super Cup, Barcelona will bleed. All right. Let me take some more. He says Prince Tutu says let's relax. It's just Exeter. Okay.
But the guy has been playing with Bournemouth in the Premier League. He met Liverpool, took the ball in his own half, crossed the center line, went into Liverpool's half, and made Konate slip and scored.
Okay. Sweet Kwame says Tignani Reinders is a direct player, and that's why he's appreciating Semenyo. Okay. Raymond Decoder says I'm very glad that Andoni Iraola and Pep Guardiola have seen the best in Semenyo, but it's left with Utuado to discover that.
Charlie.
So Arsenal has won itself a penalty.
Alright, so okay, looks like it's the third goal. Sweet Kwame says Bernard Abeku, relax. What are you talking about?
Kwame,
Okay, what are you talking about?
Watch through the
Sterling
lens
was
from the
scoring-
stage. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so he's giving you one stat. Sterling was scoring 15 plus goals for City every season. That stat outweighs what Semenyo was doing.
If Sterling was playing at Bournemouth, he would have scored less.
Okay.
I disagree.
He says, Senior Abeku, this one the
So I'm saying that you see the guy was playing at Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth,
sorry,
and these guys were playing for City. And we all understand that, superstar, forgive me. We all understand. I'm not trying to do any argument of or anything. What I'm saying is that the guy was playing for AFC Bournemouth. Imagine he was playing for City.
Okay, so now your argument is that if you had to swap the players you mentioned,
I am
you
glad
have to swap teams.
I am glad you are coming home.
Okay.
Where was he from?
Hey, Madueke.
He missed the penalty.
Oh, Charlie, look. At this point in time,
No,
I have wanted.
allow.
No. You see, I have wanted the season to end before I have my say on Madueke, but he wants me to quickly have my say on him. I mean, oh, Charlie, goalkeeper has gone the wrong way. Oh.
And that's why you're playing the FA Cup. He doesn't play.
I don't know why you guys are surprised though. It's Noni Madueke.
Yeah.
So you should not be too surprised about that. Sadi, I think Bernard, you done with your point?
I'm done with my point. To sum it up, I'm telling Kwame and the guys on the YouTube channel and those who are doing the texting on WhatsApp that if you put a Raheem Sterling, a Riyad Mahrez, I know he came from Leicester City. For Raheem, he's been like he's played for Giants Club. And Leroy Sané, respect, he's played for Bayern before. But if Semenyo was in the City shirt and the numbers that these guys have done, when you compare numbers, if they were playing for AFC Bournemouth, they wouldn't have gotten such numbers.
Sadi, you have a point to make on that, and then we quickly wrap up on this Semenyo conversation.
So, quick one about what Abeku is saying. Okay, these are number one, different profile of players. I get where he's coming from, trying to compare them because of the positions they play in, but they are actually playing different roles in that position. You get where I'm coming from. Mirez was providing more width.
Yeah.
That was what he was doing, providing more width to the whole Pep system back then. Now, he mentions another name. Grealish is someone who was brought in to actually play in a way that he stalls the play and invites tackles to himself. That was what he was doing for the entirety of his City career. He'll get the ball, delay for everybody to come, and then try and draw fouls. So what other teams were buying strikers to do, Pep bought Grealish to do. He holds up play for him. Then he goes on to mention another player, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is a different player that I think we should not even involve in this conversation. I may say that Semenyo...
When you say different player, what do you mean?
Good. I may say that Semenyo is more direct and is now getting to the peak of his career. But what Raheem Sterling has achieved, I think we should also just let him be. Most people...
Oh, let us not get into achievements.
No, I'm not bringing...
Relax, he's not talking,
No,
he's not even talking about that.
Achievements, Semenyo does not stay on the same bench with all of these guys.
Achievement, Semenyo doesn't even get
So
it.
he's going far with the
standing.
achievement.
You know.
You understand? I'm talking about the achievement where he has at least played top football for... You will not mention Chelsea because Chelsea there, he didn't do anything for them. But let's mention...
And you see, the two players even had a different career path.
Yeah. So
Look
let's
at the
mention
teams
Sterling playing for Liverpool. He was devastating.
Charlie?
Let's mention Sterling playing for City. He was equally devastating.
Antoine,
He played at a higher level, much longer. So let's allow Semenyo also breathe into that space. Then we would be able to compare.
To have that conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Amen.
So maybe like a 2 season...
No. We will give him one season.
Or one season
then we'll get into it.
Hey, Pep is leaving after 2027.
Yeah, so we want to see him also under another manager in the EPL. Then
Enzo
we'll be able, yeah. It's looking like it. Then we'll be able to tell.
Kovna, I think you've already had your say on Semenyo. Okay. Well, all the best to him. Injury free. Banging more goals, take us to the World Cup, and hopefully we win the World Cup. The coach, Otuado.
It's possible.
I mean,
but Mali did not win a game and they were just knocked out.
Exactly.
So we can Ghana can do.
It's football, anything can happen.
It's all about results.
Yeah. What is that?
What is
Plenty doubting Thomas in the studio.
No comment.
Guys, let's talk about Liam Rosenior. Let me start off with you.
I like where I started from.
Tactical Liam Rosenior. First game, official in the dugout, guided Chelsea to a 5-1 win over Charlton. Jarrell Hato scored first. Magui scored. Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, and who again? That's it, right?
Yeah, Enzo Thorsen.
Oh, Adarabioyo.
Yeah.
Thorsen.
Yeah.
And that's on that same day to Nigeria won.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about what you saw. I've seen a lot of people talking about how flexible he is with his tactics and all of that. Were you impressed with what you saw? I mean, it was just against Charlton Athletic, but are there good signs ahead for him?
Yeah, it was a good result for Chelsea because someone would say just Charlton Athletic, but able to beat them by 5-1 was a good one. And on paper, we saw a 4-back system, but when they were playing the ball, we saw it that Chelsea were playing a 3-back system, making Jarrell Hato moving forward to invert and go forward. So it's more like playing like Maresca's formation.
Yeah.
What Maresca was doing. There's that thing. The only difference is that for Liam, the players are closer to each other than Enzo Maresca. With Enzo Maresca, when you see the distance between the defenders and the midfielders,
Charlie, come now with tactics.
Oh.
Tactical come now.
Charlie.
Close. No.
He wants me to
Allow
say,
the gentleman to put his
you know there's a song called Closer.
Yeah. Please, yeah, sorry.
So when you see for Enzo Maresca, the distance between the defenders and the midfielders were a bit far, but for Liam, you can see that they are very close, and you could see from Andrew Santos and Caicedo, they were very close and able to move the ball very well. He mostly plays a triangle system that mostly when the players are there, he has to just the players need to be closer to for them to be able to play very well. So Liam is doing.
No, we are in awe of your analysis. That's why you are smiling. Please proceed.
Okay, so Liam's first game, it was brilliant from him, and that was very good. And there's another thing I saw. They were also doing that under Maresca, the set pieces, taking care of set pieces, and that was very good from them. But one player needs.
I hear the set piece coach under Maresca was maintained.
Yes, he was maintained because you could see clearly the ball Torsen scored like this. It was a very good cross from the player, and that was a good header from Torsen. But a player that needs to improve is Garnacho. Garnacho. All the players played well yesterday. Alejandro Garnacho. He needs to improve. He needs to be direct. You see how Semenyo is direct and moving the ball for it. That's not the same way Garnacho is. Garnacho, I don't know whether.
But I think he has the ability to do that. Why does he not do it? Because he has the pace.
That's the thing.
I don't think he's a bad player when it comes to striking of the ball.
That's the thing. So I'm very surprised when it comes to Chelsea.
Work ethic.
I'm sure that could also be one thing.
So he's lazy?
Kind of.
Oh.
Because as now we could even see improvement from Lian Delap.
Yeah.
Delap is improving. We saw the game against Fulham, although Chelsea lost. At least there was an improvement of Delap's performance. Even before Fulham, when Chelsea played against City, when he came in the second half, we saw an improvement from Delap. And now under the same Liam, the two Liams who are now at Chelsea, now he has also improved. And that's very brilliant from just Liam Delap. So I'm just hoping this is not just going to be a fluke. Because on Wednesday they will be playing against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup first leg, and that's going to be a very big test for.
So that's a proper test for Liam Rosenior.
Yeah, a very proper one that I feel like if he needs to do anything, he needs to do it very well. But I saw a very positive thing from Chelsea, and I hope they'll just work on it. The few lapses that they did, I'm sure they'll work on it. And for Real Hato, I'm sure the goal that he scored is really going to improve him very well, because Maresca made us feel like he was a very bad player. Maresca made us feel like he's not adapting to the system very well. Okay. But we saw an improvement of Real Hato yesterday, and that was very good from him. So I'm just hoping this time around we'll see a balanced games for Real Hato and Cucurella. So Cucurella doesn't need to play all the balls, because you see the mistake Cucurella did. He's tired. Yeah. He's tired. So we just hope that we'll not see the same mistakes.
So Hato would be that direct replacement for
Cucurella. Okay. So when Cucurella plays these games, Hato also plays. So at least Cucurella will be able to get enough rest. So it was brilliant from Chelsea. I'm just hoping they do better in the subsequent games.
Okay. Bernard, Liam, he says, how do you pronounce his surname? Rosenior.
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 Yeah.
No,
that's what he said. He didn't know himself. He didn't know himself saying it. But if you say Rosenior, it's okay because it sounds nice. That's what he said.
Rosenior. All the best to him.
Yeah, all the best to Rosenior.
Sadi, you want to have a bite at that conversation?
Yeah, quick one. I don't know why you started smiling already, and why Kwabna
Chelsea,
to my
you're
left
about
is
to talk.
doing.
You're about to talk about. You're about to talk
about your team. About your team.
Why you?
Continue.
You finish up.
Ladies and gentlemen, so this is the first time that a Chelsea manager has won his first game since Antonio Conte.
Okay.
And that year, Antonio Conte won the Premier League.
After this starts, right? Look, I want us to focus not just on the game. Yeah. I mean, let's look at some other thing. Yeah. I want to ask you this question: what do you think Liam can do? Yeah. And not have a repetition of what we saw with Enzo Maresca do with, because I think that Liam would be dealing with two outside forces. One, the key figures at Chelsea. Two, the independent medical team that they've set up, that they go through or look at the conditioning of the players before it gets to the head coach. Yeah, that's how the structure is. Do you think Liam would be, I don't want to use this word, but I think I have to use it. Do you think Liam would be that puppet for these two roles that I've mentioned? So the medical team and then the key figures at Chelsea.
Well, I think saying Liam Puppet is a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
But then again, I would say that his experience already working
With a blue coat.
with the Blue Coal for the past 18 months, where he has literally not had any issues with the hierarchy, shows that he's okay with it.
Okay.
Number two, I have
Maresca was okay with it at the start. Too.
no Maresca.
Because you're saying he came in from Leicester, so he didn't. He
No,
was just thrown into the mix.
Aside Maresca, when Maresca came in, sorry, I would like to cast your mind back to something similar to what happened to Amorim. So, just to digress a bit.
Yeah.
When Amorim came in, he was not introduced to us as head coach, manager. But then the roles changed, but they were not able to, the hierarchy was not able to communicate it properly to Amorim, hence there was a best up.
Okay.
Now, when Maresca came, there was not an independent health facility or health authority in Chelsea. As time evolved, then they went to bring that their selection of celebrity health fitness experts. That's how I call them, because prior to Chelsea, they were taking care of celebrities in Hollywood. They came in and now they have also gotten a department for themselves.
Okay.
So I feel that coming into the job, he already understands part of the nuances and would definitely adapt to others.
How they operate.
Yeah. And I have tried as much as possible to listen to each and every word he has said as a Chelsea head coach so far in public. And I don't want, Chelsea fans should not come for me for this, but he's giving Amorim vibes.
You mean Liam?
Yeah, he's giving Amorim vibes in the sense that why are you guys doing this?
Do you know when he said Amorim? The way Abeku did his face.
But when you say Amorim vibes,
Let me
let's allow him to explain.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Yeah, when you said that, what do you mean?
The guy
Has
just
it got
played
to do with the
his first game.
tactics or
No.
or you think later he will go to the
That
press
is where-
conference and say, I'm the head coach, I'm not the manager?
No, that is where I'm coming in.
Okay.
Amorim vibes in the sense that when Amorim took the job, he said all the things that Manchester United fans want to hear.
And so he's licking the brains of the fans.
Oh, Charlie, he made a sentence that, for me, I felt it was lifted from Amorim. We need to win games to be able to implement our system. That was what Amorim said. But the winning of the games was not coming. But he went on to implement the system.
The guy, mom, there, he get vibes while he talk.
In the talk, in the your pass.
So you get where I'm coming from. He's saying all the right things, but now he needs to make it work in the system.
So walk the talk.
Exactly.
Okay.
I've seen. You hear other people say that he actually even wanted to be a coach before he became a player. We don't have an issue. He said he wanted to come home. He was far away from his family. We don't have an issue.
They said when he was a kid, he was eavesdropping on his dad's conversation with his friends when they are talking about football.
His dad's coaching career, we'll talk about his dad being a pundit, not the coaching career, because that one there.
Leroy Rosenior.
But then again, I feel that number one, he's going to get a lot of backing from the English press,
Because he's English.
and they are already pushing that agenda.
Yeah.
Since the EPL changed from its old name to being the EPL, no English manager has won it. The closest they have come is a Scottish winning it. They want their own to win it, and they feel now this is it. They were trying to root for Graham Potter, but Graham Potter's start did not give them the vibe they needed. Now they feel they have gotten someone who went out and has learned on the job and now is back in England. Again, sitting in the structure and trying to understand it, aside being important to him, is good. He has now brought along what's his name? Callum.
Okay.
One thing that Callum was able to achieve in the few games that he did, McFarlane, that Enzo Maresca struggled to do in 18 months, was Callum was getting his substitution spot on. Once he is able to help Liam with that aspect and knows that medical department says this guy is going to play 60 minutes, So 60 minutes, we'll bring on this person, we'll bring on that person, we'll bring on that person. Then I think Chelsea can say they're in business. Now, I want the medical department to also start giving rest to Moise Caicedo.
Yeah.
Why do I say so? Because Moise Caicedo's direct replacement has recovered and he was on the bench yesterday.
That's true.
If Chelsea's medical setup is really serious and they mean business about player health, they should consider giving their best midfielder or the best DM in the world. Not me saying it, statistics says it.
Okay.
Enzo Maresca. Did I say Enzo Maresca? Moise Caicedo rest so that Dario Usego can actually also exert his presence on the team. But he'll be fine. Liam will be fine. Let's give him 18 months.
Okay.
And also, quickly, I don't want to compare two teams, but looks like, Gabi, unfortunately, Chelsea have found the way they want to play, and they are finding coaches to suit their system. Unlike Manchester United, who are struggling to find a way to play. Because you go from...
Don't get distracted. Please make your point.
You go from a 3-back system to now bringing in a coach who is struggling to find a place for Patrick Dogu. Because you and I know Patrick Dogu is not good at tackling for the ball. He can't also cross. What is he good at? Running. So right now, where are they playing him? That's an issue.
Okay.
Manchester United need to sort out their playing structure first, what they want to play.
Oh, but Fletcher,
the kind of football, not one game. Listen, the ideology shows. And me, I still have a problem with Manchester United when they really still want to consider the opinions of Sir Alex Ferguson to this club this day. Look, all the big clubs in England have moved away from the coaches that brought them success. When Arsene Wenger even had shares in Arsenal, or still has shares in Arsenal, they were not consulting him for all this. But why is the English press busy asking what is the influence of Sir Alex Ferguson today? No, they need to move on from that. They seriously need to move on from that. Big clubs are not built on total historical antecedents. It is a bit of modernization
and nostalgia.
It's okay.
Okay. The Republic of Football on 97.3. Just looking into Liam Rosenior, who is the new coach for Chelsea. What he must do to be successful at the club. Would he be the first English manager to win the PL? Time will tell. Let me just run you through the results from the FA Cup matches, just in case you missed out yesterday. And then we'll go for a quick break. We'll come back, we'll talk Arsenal, we'll run through the results from today's games, the FA Cup third round matches. Right, let me start off with this. Leicester City yesterday beat Cheltenham by 2-0. Everton, they lost to Sunderland by 2-1. Macclesfield beat Crystal Palace by 2-1. Interesting. Wolves also beat Shrewsbury by 6-1.
No, Everton, Sunderland.
No, it's Everton. Yeah. Everton lost to Sunderland, and then Macclesfield
on penalties.
Yes, beat Crystal Palace by 2-1.
Beat the holders.
Yes. Boreham Wood, they lost 5. They lost to Burton by 5-0. Burnley beat Millwall 5-1. Southampton 3, Doncaster 2, Fulham 3, Middlesbrough 1. Ipswich 2, Blackpool 1, Manchester City 10, Exeter City 1. Newcastle United 4-3 on penalties. So Newcastle through to the next stage of the competition. And then there was Sheffield Wednesday beats they lost to Brentford by 2-0. Stoke City 1, Coventry 0, Bristol City 5, Watford 1, Cambridge United 2, Birmingham City 3, and then Grimsby played out. They beat Western Supermare by 3-2. Spurs lost to Aston Villa. 2-1. As for Thomas Frank, not.
Oh no, they were sacking. They're just looking at. They're just trying to find a financial package
for
to
him,
sort out his 20 million severance package that they would eventually give him. But I don't like coaches to be sacked. But he's
not looking good.
Liar
No,
boy, liar boy.
no. I don't like it.
Let's go ahead.
I don't like it.
Please, this network, whatever you say on this network is recorded for future
No, but
references.
have I am on record.
It is one of the reasons why my good friend Christopher Nimley is careful with his words and none of those things.
But
now.
then again, I'm on record.
Because when he did it to Anthony, the clip was played to his hearing. When he moved from Anthony
Ten Hag.
and did Ten Hag, he saw the result. When he did that honorable favor to Sexy, he paid him 2 guys. Sexy, somebody.
It is sexy. Sesko.
Sexy.
Yeah,
Sesko.
Yeah.
The results, it was telling. We saw what Sexy is able to do.
But they are still playing for Manchester.
The final result for Saturday was that Chelsea beating Charlton by 5-1 in that game. Today there are some games happening. Derby County, they lost to Leeds United by 3-1. Arsenal beating Portsmouth 2-1 in 46 minutes played. Hull and Blackburn goalless. Norwich 2, Walsall 0. Sheffield United 1, Mansfield 1. Swansea playing out a goalless draw with West Brom. West Ham also played out a goalless draw with QPR. Then later at 4:30, there was Manchester United up against Brighton at 4:30 p.m. at Old Trafford. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more. This is the Republic of Football 97.3. I am Gabi Ofe, Bernarda Baker, Sedinam Edmond, and also Kwabena Mafu in studio with me. Taking a quick break, we'll be back after this. football on 97.3 TV. We are also live there, Channel 1 TV, and on YouTube, City Sports Ghana. Gabi Affair in the hot seats with Bernarda Beku-Watre, Sedinam Edmond, and Kwabna Maf. You can join the conversation by sending your thoughts to the WhatsApp number 053996 996 053996 996 0539 96996. It's raining, yeah, so I'm sure you're home watching us. At the tail end of the show, we'll activate the phone lines, and then you can call us on 0549 986 996. You can also call us on 0539 986 996. Let me update you on this course from the FA Cup matches happening today as we speak. Portsmouth are taking on Arsenal. Arsenal have taken a 3-goal lead against Portsmouth. Hull City are playing Blackburn. Is goalless. Norwich 2, Walsall 0, Sheffield United 1, Mansfield 1. Swansea are playing a goalless draw with West Brom. West Ham goalless with QPR. And then later 4:30, there's Manchester United up against Brighton. When I take you to Germany, Borussia Mönchengladbach 3, Augsburg 0. Bayern Munich will take on Wolfsburg later at 4:30 p.m. And then for the Italian Serie A, Lecce, they lost to Parma earlier today. Fiorentina, as we speak, are taking on AC Milan. Is goalless in that game. Verona will take on Lazio at 5 p.m. And then at 7:45, there's Inter Milan up against Napoli. In the Spanish La Liga, Rayo Vallecano beats Mallorca by 2-1 earlier today. At 3:15, there's Levante up against Espanyol. And then for the Spanish Super Cup, it will be happening all the way in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, 7 p.m. Barcelona taking on Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup. Let's get back to the FA Cup. Let me run you through the starting 11 for that game involving Arsenal and Portsmouth, and then we begin to talk around that game. So, Arsenal, let me start off with Arsenal. They started with Kepa Arrizabalaga in post. It's a 4-3-3. So, a back four of Dan, Ben White. Norgard is playing as a defender today, partnering Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel is back. Luis Kelly also started. Nwaneri, Mikel Merino, and Eberechi Eze. Eze is also back from that injury. Gabi Martinelli starting. Gabi Jesus and Noni Madueke. He missed a penalty for Portsmouth. Sadie, that's Kevin Prince Boateng's former team, right?
Yeah.
He plays for Portsmouth.
Yeah, and I
Sule Muntari
also did the same.
Okay, so goalkeeper, they started with Basic, a back four of Swanson. This guy, his name is too long. Okay.
Yeah.
Shogesi, I hope I got it right. In pool, Devlin, a midfield of Leroux, Dozel, Segesic, Chaplin, Blair, and Bishop. So Bishop got the first goal for Portsmouth. So they labeled that as too early, and then Arsenal responded. And the quality will always speak. Let me see who Arsenal have got on the bench. Victor Gyökeres is on the bench. Kai Havertz is also there. Hey, Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Ever since he bulked up, he's never looked.
Oh no, he had a very bad
injury.
So yeah.
So he'll not be the Jimmy.
No. So it was during the injury time that
because the Arsenal fans said that
up.
ever since he bulked up, he's not been
No.
the Kai Havertz again.
How many games has he played since he bulked up?
Oh, that's true. Martin Odegaard is also on the bench. David Raya, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Salmon, Yurien Timber, and Martin Zubimendi is on the bench for Arsenal. Guys, let's talk about the Gunners. One of the favorites to win the FA Cup. Let me start off with you, Bernard. That's one of your favorite teams. You have a soft spot for Arsenal. Why are you licking your lips?
No. I'm unconscious, you know.
Okay. You've been watching whilst we spoke about the other subjects. Impressed with what they've done so far. The quality, I think, has shown. Because Portsmouth took the lead early on. We thought that Portsmouth will be that team to cause an upset, but clearly it's the narrative is different.
Yeah, I mean, I like what Arsenal is doing. You know, they are not looking to see any other trophy as a small and little trophy.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think.
Also, it means Arsenal are in all competitions.
Yeah.
The PL, Carabao, they are still in there. They're playing the finals against Chelsea, right?
No, that's
semi-finals.
Semi-finals.
Yeah.
FA Cup, they are still in there competing in the Champions League. They are yet to lose in the Champions League too.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for studying my argument in a great fashion.
Please build on that for me.
So, I mean, I love what they're doing. They're not looking to look down any trophy they're involved in. And this time around, they have no argument because they watch that clip.
Yeah, Gabriel, I think
I mean,
that's
the
Portsmouth
Portsmouth fans who have nowhere to go are taking a dig at
his shoulder
Martinelli. Yeah, I think he feels uncomfortable.
No, that's
Again.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
This is Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah, the defender. He was injured for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his shoulder.
shoulder.
That was his
He's
shoulder.
He's holding the shoulder again.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, they've done something, you know, instrumental. I think Arteta is taking a lot from Pep in that he's able to know how to go about his recruitment and get players. You know, look, Arsenal sub players, Martinelli, Gyökeres,
You mean on the bench, right?
and bring Saka out of the game.
Yeah.
And look at who they are introducing. They are introducing the chap they brought in. What's his name? The chap who got a trial at the club was unable to make it, and eventually, you know, from Palace signed for them.
Is it?
Is he?
Eze.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're bringing Eze in. They are introducing. Look, they've got a solid bench. They've got proper like for like replacement, and this manager is trying to mold them into that beast that he had always envisaged us now to be. So I like it. This season, what has been instrumental about their play is their response. You know, how they are able to respond to when they are going down, when the result goes against them. They're able to respond positively and quicker, and thus he puts the picture on them clearer. Even in the Champions League, look, if this was the old Champions League format, I feel Arsenal would have been getting into the semi-final by now. If it was the old format, because this format, a lot more games are played. The old format, less games are played. I like how you take a stare at me. In the old format, this is what's going to happen. There are 4 in a group. They play how many games? 3 from the group stage level.
6.
So 3 back to back. 6. Then they get into the next phase of the competition.
And so far they've played 6.
So again?
So far they've
No, I'm
played
not
6.
talking about the new module. Talking about the old module.
But then, okay, no, you finish.
But the old module.
The old module.
Were we
now,
doing-
no.
Were we doing one of 32?
No, round of 16.
It was 16.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no, 16.
knockout. So
Okay,
like
so
that one has not
round
been
of 16
started.
quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then finals, right? And then the groups were what? 4?
No. The groups were 8.
Yeah.
No, I mean the teams in
4.
a group.
4.
There are 4 teams.
4
in the
teams in a
So
group.
4 teams in a group. So
Wow, it's interesting how all of a sudden
Yeah,
you
I've
only
forgotten
remember about
that
32.
I'm forgetting the old format. That's why I'm taking my time
Wow.
because I don't want to misinform.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm just trying to calculate
Yeah.
the number of games you
but
say that
I
they
feel-
will play. They will play because now with a new format, even if so if you're able to finish what 1st to 8th,
Yeah, 1st to 8th you go into the
you
Round
have
of
the-
16.
That's more like you have an extra rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the 8th to the I think somehow 24th who play the playoffs.
The playoffs.
Yeah.
And
So
the
that playoffs
24th
is more
to the
like
down
that playoffs we can liken it to round
Round
of
of-
32,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's the 16 the quarterfinals.
Oh no! So now it's like we are playing 2 more games. So let's take it, if you are part of the first 8, you'll be playing 2 more games of what we're doing last season.
I like how the boys are breaking down the team for me myself.
Okay, so you proceed. So you
I'm
proceed.
calm.
No, we'll take the
when
argument from you.
I began the argument, Sadi just folded his arms and looked at me.
No,
in a
because
way.
we all want to understand why you
Yeah.
said that. If they're
Because
old
they played
formats,
only
they play-
6
Yeah.
games.
We all just
have
want to
no-
understand.
Yeah.
Because I
Without-
think the only
without-
difference in the new format and the old has to do with that now it's a league system,
And now 8 games.
and it's 8 games, and
Yeah.
now there is for the teams who finish on the middle half,
Yeah, 9th to
they
24th.
play some sort of playoffs before
Yeah.
the round of 16 itself.
Yeah.
So in the preview, we have done six games.
Yeah.
In the new, we'll do what? 8 games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the
okay, you finish.
no, do you know something?
It's okay. Now,
Reason
we
being,
interrupt again. No,
trust me,
let's
a
allow
team
him.
would have one of the teams that the 3 teams that Arsenal would have drawn up against
Yeah.
would have gotten a result against Arsenal.
Hey, these
Because
are
it would have been-
assumptions. This
And yours is also assumption.
No, what I'm saying is built on fact.
Mine is assumptions and yours is fact.
No, it is because you are trying to, just pick words from my Congo.
Okay, maybe
to try and just.
maybe
What
we,
I'm saying
we have
is
been
that-
unfair to you. We didn't allow you to finish your point.
Fair point.
So please finish.
I say, how many games have we done now
In the Champions League.
the new format?
Okay, maybe
Check it,
I just
check
have
it.
to double check.
Kobina is computer guy.
Oh, right now we've played 6 games.
We play 6
We
games.
play 6 games. How many will we play for?
So I think
8.
you left with 2 more
Yeah,
games.
2 more
everybody.
games for everyone. Yeah.
Because
Fantastic.
I talk my, I know that Chelsea will play Pafos
Pafos and Napoli.
What is Arsenal's next game?
Let me
Against
check for
Inter?
you. Let me check for you. While
Say
Yeah.
again.
In the Champions League, Inter.
Inter.
Away.
Superstar.
At San Siro.
I'm saying Kobina is here. Don't know
Computer
computer
man,
is
eh?
you. That little guy. Against Inter,
Yeah, at the San
is
Siro.
Arsenal
so
fetching a
they have
result
Inter and
or not?
Kirat Almaty.
Yeah.
Against Kirat,
Yeah.
is Arsenal picking a point
Although
or
beats them, they
not?
are playing at the Emirates.
That's 7. Against Inter, is Arsenal picking a point or not?
They are going to San Siro.
San Siro. Let's computer man answer. Is he going to do that?
But how is it? No, but computer man can answer and then on match day the result goes out.
Is it
Computer
computer
man
man
can
is using probabilities? Superstar. Don't do that. The guy is gone through a lot of.
But probabilities also has its
No, he's
own,
gone through a lot
it
of
has
facts.
its own
But-
cost.
But the probabilities
A lot of
always
facts.
don't turn out right.
True.
So,
True. But there are percentiles. The percentages.
So on the day, Arsenal gets 2 red cards in midfield.
these are
yeah, it
also,
throws your.
yes. So it's also
your
a
probability.
probability.
So what Sedi is doing, we can say that Sedi is Chrome and Kobina is Google. You know, everyone is doing it, sampling in a different manner, in a different way. Look, what I'm saying. Listen,
It's so
superstar.
funny.
Superstar, no, listen. You wait a minute. Look, what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
if Arsenal in this new format is getting result against Kirat, because you are writing Kirat off, is getting a draw at San Siro.
They've gone unbeaten.
That's unbeaten.
Mm-hmm.
That takes you to what stage in the old Champions League format?
It takes you to round of 16.
Round of 16,
Yeah.
back to back
Oh,
round
no,
of
okay,
16.
no. So he's done 2 more extra games to the 6.
6 in the group
Yeah,
stage.
so that would be quarterfinals.
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 Yeah.
So if I build my point and I tell you that if Arsenal with this current performance, if they were in the old Champions League
They would
format,
have been in the
they would have
quarterfinals.
been in the semi-finals.
Oh, semis.
So-
okay.
so-
Semi is a stretch.
Oh, ebe, argument time, Omesida. Whatever I've said, no, superstar. We say we are doing 8 in the new format, and we used to do 6 in the old format. So now, plus minus, Arsenal is gathering 3 points against Kirat, and a
Oh, so
draw
okay, so you
against
want to say
Inter.
so that Kirat tie would be quarterfinal clash. Hey, the clash against Inter will be a quarterfinal clash.
Yeah, man.
No, to be a round of 16.
No, round of 16.
To be a round of 16 class.
Yeah, then the clash against Kirat Almaty will be a quarterfinal.
Yes,
clash.
No,
please.
still a round of
16,
16
because home and
now
away.
no
Ah,
home and away.
Yeah,
That's my point.
Okay,
Home and
so
away.
now no, so quarterfinals.
Yeah, so we all forgot about that.
So
Yeah,
quarterfinals,
yeah,
myself
quarterfinals.
is
Oh,
skipping.
Inter on seed.
Fine, fair point.
So yeah.
So-
I think we fought. So, then a lot has changed actually in the new format.
Oh, yeah.
Superstar.
Right.
Because now in the new format, if you go to you go to your opponent's home and you pick up 3 points, there's
That's
nothing
all.
like I'll meet you somewhere.
No, that's all.
That is why when the Chelsea team beat Barcelona, they
Yeah.
were doing, you won't beat us in again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A lot has really changed in the old format.
So it tells you of the kind of performance Arsenal is putting up in this campaign, and it's for this season. It's the confidence. Is the last season I criticized Arsenal of that killer instinct that
They didn't have that.
They
Yeah, you
didn't-
said that several times. On TV, you said that already, you said that.
yeah. You know, myself and Papa
Yeah,
argued
had
a
an
lot.
argument off the pitch,
You know,
like off radio.
off radio a lot when it came to Arsenal's ability to stay on top and mentally being mentally
he
tall.
doesn't believe in legacy. He believes in revenue.
No worry, when we Arsenal win the trophy, we'll see what will happen to our salary. that will paint the picture if Arsenal need laurels or not. But look, I am saying that I've loved what Mikel have done so far. He's not leaving any game to chance. He's picking the right squad. There have been comments from Arsenal fans, especially in the other week where Arsenal just got a goal and it was like that. But my argument has been, it's better to get a point than to lose 3 points. And this is a run-off competition, and they know that when they're able to beat Sportmont, that's the way to go. They're leading them by 3-1, but still pressing. I've loved their play so far.
Do you think they've got a character to win all 4 competitions this season?
Maybe 3.
3 out of the 4.
Yeah,
Which one would they miss out?
Maybe they win the
EPL.
The one they're going to play against Chelsea.
The Carabao.
They win
they
the
beat Chelsea, they go to final.
Okay, so let's begin from top. They win the Premier League. They win the Carabao Cup. And I want to say the Champions League, but it's early days yet.
Yeah.
It's early days yet. So the domestic
I have it.
The domestic I feel the domestic, they've gotten their hands around the domestic. They're not winning 1 trophy this season. It will be 2 or 3 at now.
Sedi, let's stay on the trophy tangent. How many can they? I think that the Mikel Arteta project has seen a lot of time.
Yeah.
The project is in its what?
6th year.
Hey. And he's got FA Cup
And
he's
Community
got
Shield.
2 FA Cup or 1 FA Cup.
Why are you doing that?
1 FA Cup and Community Shield to show for in the 6th year.
Yeah.
No, Arteta has to win the EPL this season.
So now you understand why I am of the school of thought that
No, he has to win it.
Take your time.
No, he has to win.
Take your time.
Oh no, I'm not taking my now.
seriously. It's actually Arsenal's title to lose.
True,
6 years.
True, I agree.
Bro.
I agree.
Look at the number of players Arteta has overseen and brought into the club and has sacked from the club.
Yeah.
Let's not put in the manual. Let's look at the kind of players he has brought in and changed a couple of things, done this, done that, and they are still where they are. So for this season,
You've not seen any improvement?
we've seen improvement, but we've seen fall-offs too. We've seen
So it's been
improvement from the Arsenal team. There are certain parts of their game that
The
has
results have been
improved.
mixed, right?
The results have been mixed, and it's not that Arsenal have been extremely bad. It's just that 1 game, 2 game, 3 game that they lose focus, that makes them lose the entirety of the hard work they put together for majority of the season. Now look, Shining Brother 1.
But why are you telling me? Are you serious right now?
No, it was about a quick response from you. Yeah,
I respect.
Oh my God.
See,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
but then again,
Oh, sorry.
Shining Brother 1, like I was saying,
Please proceed.
all their superb form in the Champions League can be brought to a halt by just 1 fixture.
Like what happened to Liverpool last season.
Oh, I'm not going to mention any team's name. You can be playing the best football, but just one, let's say quarter final, something happens, then you are out of that one. I don't know what will happen in the Chelsea game, touch wood, but should they lose that one, then 1 trophy is gone.
But why are you preempting results?
No, I'm just giving you an example that the one that they can actually
They
score again.
It's 4-1 to Arsenal now.
Yeah.
Gabby Martinelli.
They should leave some of the goals when they face Chelsea.
Gabby Martinelli with a 4th goal for the Gunners in the FA Cup action against Portsmouth.
So the league, like I was about to say, is the most achievable for them, in as much as they are playing very well in other competitions. The league is where they can actually assert their influence and win it. They can win it by a mile actually too. So for me, the league is one thing that they should not miss out on, because in the other competitions, they are cup competitions, and 1 bad game Look, have a bad game in the Carling Cup semi-final, you are out of it. Have a bad game in the next round of the FA Cup, and you are out of it. Have a bad game, one bad game, or just have one bad game, yes, in the Champions League, in the knockout phases of the Champions League, and then again you are out of it. But in the EPL, you can afford yourself that position where you can have one bad game and then just recover from it.
Build on those points.
That's what I'm saying. The league is for them to lose. The other trophies, I know nothing about it.
You want to have a bite? The Arsenal Convo.
Oh, I feel like the Premier League is one thing that they have to do their best to win this season, because the last time Arsenal won the Premier League was in the 2002-2003 season, and that's been very long. Wow, Bakra and Castillo winning. So I just feel like Arsenal, this is the opportunity for them, because looking at the previous seasons and how Arteta has placed second in most of the Premier League at the end of the season, about 3 seasons so far, placing second. So this is a season that he has to win the Premier League. If he doesn't win anything at all, at least the Premier League should be one key thing he should prioritize and make sure he wins this season. So I just feel like Arsenal can win the Premier League this season.
Well, let's see. They're in action against Portsmouth. It's a 4-1 lead they have taken against the team. Let's see if they can recover and also progress to the next stage of the competition. The Republic of Football 97.3. I'm Gabriel Fair. I'm here with Bernard Abeko-Oshre, Sedina Edmond, and Kwabna Mafo. You can join the conversation 054996 996 054996 996. Guys, let's get to the Italian Serie A. Let's talk some Italian football. Fiorentina have just scored against AC Milan. Some few episodes ago, we spoke about how Fiorentina will need to start getting results and leave that red zone. I think they listened to the show and things are beginning to go well for them. Sedi, I remember having that conversation with you.
Yeah.
They are now 18th. They won in their last 2 games. They have a win and a draw. If they win today, it will be 2 wins, 1 draw for them. I'm excited though to see them jump out of that place, because look, Fiorentina in the Serie B, I mean, not too good. Sedi.
Not too good, an impression on them, but they got here by their own doings. Then again, there are certain things that have also gone against them this season that it's not their fault. You sign players come in and then get injured. Now we've got financials that get to play in football as well. So you can't just go on signing players. So that's one of the major problems for them. Another problem for them this season, part of the season, has been the kind of coaching that they have had. Now, they have now gotten another manager in, and it's so far... Vanoli is working, but still there's more that can be done with how he actually approaches things. They brought him in this particular season, but he has not hit the ground running. He did not get the purple patch bounce of a manager. That was one of the major stats, and so far in his entire time there, he has been struggling to get results on the board. They've got a striker in the person of Moise Kean, who constantly is being in and out of games. He's not getting them the kind of play that would help them come up the table. We know what they were able to do in the Conference League. It's not coming up that way. So again, it goes to tell the kind of recruitment they are doing. That midfield of theirs, for me, I feel is one of the main reasons, because Fagioli cannot do it all in that midfield. He can't do it all in that midfield. And when you look at some of the other midfielders they have, then you begin to question yourself.
Okay.
All season, they have missed the services of one Ghanaian player that everybody seems to have forgotten about. Tariq would have brought a lot more dynamism to their style of play, but he's also been out. So for me, it's fine they are not getting the fanciful results, but at a certain point in time, you just need to grind it out. Their last game that they were able to get all 3 points in the Serie A, it was literally a goal mouth rush action, and then they were able to bundle it over the line.
Yeah.
Such things would give them the confidence they need to face opponents. They've got a good goalkeeper who sometimes the defense leaves him, and then he's very, very exposed and concedes interesting goals. The guy is a good goalkeeper, he's a good shot stopper.
Yeah.
But when you expose him to the world, where he's not got cover in front of him,
the dangers of the world.
yeah, he ships in interesting goals.
Interesting.
So for me, I feel their defense, especially their centre-back pairing, needs to work more.
Yeah.
And also find a way, the coach needs to find a way to bring Moise Kean more into the game. And that would help them, because they don't have a replacement for Moise Kean. They keep playing him each and every time. They don't seem to have a replacement for him. So if you don't seem to have a replacement for him to give you options at the pitch, what then do? You need to find a way to bring him into the game more. So Vanioli needs to get that done. But for now, they sit at a very interesting place where all of a sudden they win one game and then they are 18th. So should they win 2 more? Even just just one more. Lecce also is also being very, very funny these days. So
they lost today.
Yeah, so Lecce are just right above them. Should they win this game, Lecce will be 1 point away. So it's possible. For Lecce, they came, they sold players. Maybe they want to go back. Yeah, they sold players. I don't want to pick on any player again, but they sold players to the EPL, some big teams in the EPL, and maybe they might want to go back. But Gabi, in the Serie A, it's very interesting to see what's going on this time. Like someone described the Serie A some time back, the Serie A is a chess game, so constantly tactically tight, and you don't seem to get the avalanche of goals and the extra spectacular football you sometimes see in the EPL. So for me, it's possible that just using tactics, Fiorentina can maneuver their way out of the relegation zone. It will be sad to see them go down. Very sad.
Okay. So yeah, Fiorentina, as we speak, are winning. If they're able to win, like Sadi said, they have 16 points on the Serie A table. AC Milan is the team that they're playing. Let me bring you in. What it will mean for AC Milan is that further losing grounds on the title chase, because Inter are in action later today against Napoli. So it'll be 42 points, AC Milan 39. What does this mean for them? Because if you look at AC Milan to Como, it's just 5 points separating them.
Okay, so a very interesting what's the name? Season for the Serie A. We are seeing very good teams doing so well. Como especially also doing very well. For AC Milan, last week when they played the 1-1 draw against Genoa at home, that was a very big setback for them, because Inter, before that game, before they played Genoa, Inter had won their game, and you should have just won your game to just power more pressure on Inter Milan. But now you losing by 1-0 right now against Fiorentina. It's going to be very difficult, because Inter is a very stubborn team. They started the season very badly. That is Inter Milan. They started the season not so good, but they've been able to pick up. And mostly when teams pick up, the likes of Inter Milan and other teams, if they are able to pick up, they play very well. And later, you might not even see them losing for quite some time. So it's not really good for Allegri and his guys. And I feel like they have to put in more pressure. They have to put in more effort, because for AC Milan, Inter Milan, the rivalry is always there, that this team, I need to win the league. This person needs to win the San Siro. The Scudetto. Sorry, this person too also needs to win that. So it's very difficult right now for AC. I just feel like they have to just back up and just do a lot of things to be able to just do very well. Because if Inter is to win today, which Inter is playing home, Inter will get 45 points, and now AC you get 39. That will stretch the point to 6-point gap already between first and second, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the rest of the team. So I just feel like they need to do better. That's AC Milan.
Okay. All right, we'll finish up the conversation in Jeddah. Madrid taking on Spain in the Spanish Super Cup later tonight at 7 p.m. That game we played in Saudi Arabia. It will be the second El Clasico this season. I'm sure boys will be keeping tabs on that game. It kicks off at 7 p.m. So what it will mean is that for the fourth successive year, the final of the Super Cup will be contested between Barca and Madrid. With two things on the line: bragging rights and silverware. Let me start off with you, Bernard. Madrid, Barcelona, tonight in Saudi Arabia. Bragging rights at stake, a chance to win silverware, first one. Where's this going, though?
It's difficult to tell where it's going, looking at the performances these two have churned out in recent times between when they're playing together. Mind you, Madrid is coming from the backlog of playing a game that's got Vini into a little bit of a misunderstanding with the athletic manager.
Yeah.
Which many believe didn't paint a good picture, but that's been said. It will come back to the two managers. It will come back to the two managers.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to an experienced manager in Hansi Flick, and a manager who did something instrumental in the other season, who's given a big job, who's come under a lot of criticisms because there are stars assembled, and it's about how he organized the stars carefully to go in and win this. It's going to be a tall order, but super entertaining as well. End-to-end stuff in a super cup. And Barcelona is coming into this game with a fine form, same as Madrid, And you look at their last games, they've been scoring. The two sides have been scoring, so it paints a perfect picture of how this game is going to pan out. Now, in my imagination, I see Barca scoring first, because when you check the overall performance between the two, it's Barca have won 23 times, and Madrid have done 20. They've had 7 draws between them. One side is certainly going to win this game, in this competition today. And in their last meetings, that we can't talk about because it will be a painful one if you want to paint it to any Madrid fan. Because in their last 5 meetings, Barcelona have won 4 times, and it hurt so bad.
Yeah.
So I see Barca scoring again, in this game and scoring first, but it would all come to the managers and how they are able to do a lot of tactical organization to ensure that this team stay and stay fit. You look at the two sides, and it's a mixture of youthful exuberance and just a little experience. For Barca, even you check the bit of experience in there, and it's Rafinha. In other cases, Lewandowski. But will he start today? I doubt. Yeah. So it's going to be it's a difficult game to analyze. If you look at the records between the two, it will be easy for you to analyze, honestly speaking. But if you look at their play in their last 5 games and you look at individual performances and all of that, look, it's going to be a stretchy game. It's not going to be, and especially they know they are playing a game out of town.
Yeah.
The game is not like at the Bernabeu or at the Spotify Camp Nou Stadium, and it's outside the outskirts because they want to raise money and all the politics. Said it doesn't agree with, but for me, I look at the game and I see it as an exciting game this evening, and I don't think Madrid would want to lose this. So they're looking at the record.
Okay.
I think they've got a statement to make. They've gotten this bit of authority to stamp. They've dominated the space for a minute. If you look at the trophy cabinet between the two, but it is the time for Madrid to take one against Barcelona. I honestly think.
Seri, who's winning this for you?
Well, who's winning it depends on who wants it more on the day.
Okay.
We've already seen an El Clasico between these two teams, and right after the El Clasico, that's when Xabi Alonso for Madrid came under immense pressure from fans wanting more from him as a coach. Now they go into another game, another final, and all of a sudden they were able to put together a very interesting game. I feel their game versus Atletico Madrid was way interesting than the other semi-final because of a couple of things. Because not for the scoreline, but for the kind of play and the amount of energy that both teams exerted. I feel in the Barcelona semi-final, Bilbao really had players from Bilbao had made comments going into the game that they actually did not want to even go and play in Saudi in the Saudi region. So it really showed on the day. Their body language showed. But for Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, the Madrid derby in the desert, I feel that was really a representation of what the Spanish authorities would have been wanting with regards to taking this kind of game to the Arabian region. But the final for me, look, Madrid should not jinx what is working for them in this particular Saudi mini tournament. You play your first game without Mbappe, and in as much as there were some players who could have done better, attitude of certain players on the pitch was questionable on the day. But then again, you ask yourself this: do you necessarily need an Mbappe to pick a private jet? Why he did not even go with the team, we don't know. But all of a sudden they are in the final and they decide to call on Mbappe to come. Why? Because he's the top scorer in the La Liga? No, I feel Mbappe in the team switches and changes how they play. And for me, if they go with that approach, it then swings the pendulum generously into the hands of Barcelona.
Superstar. When we are playing cards, we keep our big card for a reason. The aces.
Yeah.
For a reason. Because it's able to cancel any other card and its strength, i.e. the king or the queens, in a cards game. I feel if you've got a big card, it's to you as a manager and how you manage that card and get the best results from. I've read about coaches. I told you, and I listened to this from Thiago Alcantara, and Thiago, had been fortunate to play under different managers, from Liverpool to Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and all of that. And he tells us about the coaches and their strength. That is why I feel a coach like Carlo Ancelotti, who's been Madrid coach before, chalked a lot of successes with Madrid because he was able to manage egos and get the best out of them.
Yeah.
And these coaches we mentioned in the past, some of them have managed the Madrid coach before. And he has a feel of how to get the best from your big card, going into bigger game. This is no ordinary game. This is not a Levante up against Real Madrid. There's respect to Levante. This is not a Villarreal against Real Madrid. This is not a Sabia Real Madrid. This is not an Elche Real Madrid. Okay, this is Barcelona. This is a football club that's etched its name into the football annals, and thus knows how to play Madrid. So if you've gotten a big card out there, you better use that big card. I have seen Liverpool in time past fly Mo Salah from an AFCON and get him to play. Today when I woke up on a United platform, I've seen United fans complaining why Darren Fletcher says Mbomo is not ready for United in United's game against Brighton this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
I see.
And the boys are arguing because there's an African guy who, and I'll fetch the name for you, I don't know, who finished the AFCON, was taken back into his club side.
Leonardo Delis.
For Fenerbahce.
Fantastic.
For
For
Fenerbahce.
Mali, he plays for Mali.
For Mali, he plays for Mali.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. And he played.
He came in the second
went to
half.
win the
Yeah.
title.
He won the-
And he played.
Yeah.
Oh no, but even
no.
last week, I'm trying to get the name of the Indian attacker, Banda. He scored. He scored the winner for the game.
So my point is, look, you have to play Mbappe. He is going to get you goals. If he doesn't, his movement is going to open stuff up for Bellingham, who is playing as a number 10, as a match this evening, alongside Vini and Rodrigo to fetch the goals for Real Madrid. This is a bigger game. They know that in the last 5 games, Barcelona have won 4 times, and that's hurting. That's on their ego. They paint themselves to be the Madrid as the heavenly place of football, where there's a semblance of all top stars. So superstar, I agree the manager should get in. Well,
Okay.
Arsenal won by 4 goals to 1.
Yeah, so the game has ended. Arsenal 4, Portsmouth 1, through to the next round of the
But
FA Cup.
is Mbappe fit?
That's the thing.
If
Because I don't think
a
he's really
half
fit.
fit Mbappe,
Why risk his health?
what is risk health?
No, you've got a World Cup coming up.
Alex Ferguson injected Wayne Rooney to play. What is risk? Is health? How do you use it? Ill health or what? What is that?
Risk his health.
What is risk? Is health? That language is what? Which language is that one?
It's okay. Let's predict numbers.
The Madrid Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, what do you want to do?
But both teams, I feel that Barcelona would eventually concede one of they'll concede their first goal in a long while in this game. Yeah.
Come now.
A very difficult one. Looking at how Barcelona won their previous game against Athletic Club and Madrid also winning against Atletico Madrid, it was a very good one for Real Madrid and also for Barcelona. In their previous 3 Super more than a Copa final,
Yeah, super.
the last 3 seasons. The last 3 seasons has been the El Clasico, and in the last 3 seasons we've seen Barcelona winning 2 of it,
Yeah.
and Madrid winning 1. So there's one that I feel like Real Madrid needs to put up a lot of things that if they want to win. But for Barcelona, they know that this season they've met Real Madrid in the El Clasico once and they've lost already. So there's a game they also want to win. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on both sides. But I just feel like Barcelona will just pull through.
Okay. Yep. So that game is later tonight in Saudi Arabia, the Super Cup final. Madrid taking on Barcelona. Still listening, watching the Republic of Football 97.3 on TV. It's Channel 1 TV. And then on YouTube, City Sports Ghana. I'm Gabi Offense Studio with Benara Baker Washre, Sedina Medmond, and Kobna Mafo. We're taking another break. When we come back, we'll take you to Morocco and talk some AFCON. Don't change your dial. We'll be back after this.
City 97.
the pharaohs of Egypt to the super eagles flight, the Atlas lions roar with might. The elephants of Cote d'Ivoire charge ahead, Teranga lions never dread. The black stars shine in Ghana's sky, Bafana Bafana dance, spirits high. The sable antelopes leap with grace, and the desert foxes set the pace. One Africa, one goal. Feel the passion in your soul. From the mountains to the shore, we play for pride, we roar as one. Moj Africa, Mojando, one Africa, one dream. Uma Africa, umenti so. One Africa, one mind, sing. Moj Africa, one jando, Uma Africa, one mind, sing so. Never fall. The warriors of Zimbabwe stand tall. The flames of Malawi burn bright, and the leopards of Congo fight the fight. The stallions of Burkina gallop free. The panthers of Gabon climb the tree. The scorpions sting with Gambia's pride, and the leopards of Congo fight the fight. The stallions of Burkina gallop free. The panthers of Gabon climb the tree. The scorpions sting with Gambia's pride, and the leopards of Congo fight the fight. The stallions of Burkina gallop free. The panthers of Gabon climb the tree. The scorpions sting with Gambia's pride, and the tortoise of Guinea-Bissau won't hide. Blow the vuvuzela out loud, flags are waving high in the sky. Unité dans chaque jeu, unity in every place. Orgullo africano, vamos vencer. African pride will prevail. One Africa, one goal. Feel the passion in your soul.
4 nations, 4 countries have reached the semis of the AFCON in Morocco, Egypt, Nigeria, Morocco the host nation, and Senegal.
Moj Africa, Moj.
Can Morocco win it for the first time since 1976?
See how we do.
Nigeria looking to win it since 2013.
Africa, Moj and all.
But for Nigeria, they beat Algeria 2-0, and that was their 16th AFCON semi-final appearance.
Africa, one.
This time under their head coach Eric Shaw. It's also 5 consecutive wins at the AFCON for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's get into the conversation. You're still listening to the Republic of Football on 97.3. I'm Gabi Ofe. Let me take you to Canada and talk to my colleague who has also been monitoring the AFCON, Kwame Safo, who is joining us to talk more. I'm sure he'll be super excited to talk more on the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Hi, Kwame, welcome to the show.
Hello, Gabi. How are you doing?
Charlie, God is the greatest. You good?
Yeah, Charlie. I did.
Are you sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping. It's just very early in the morning here, but I'm not asleep.
Oh, I
I've
see.
been listening to the program.
What's the time in at your place?
I'm in British Columbia and it's just 8 a.m.
Okay.
So, yeah, very early in the morning, but because of the midnight light savings or whatever they call it right here, it's very dark. So, it still feels like it's night.
Okay. Kwame, let's get into the conversation. Let's start off with maybe I should just take your thoughts first on the 4 teams that have progressed to the semi-finals. Did you predict that these 4 teams will be our final 4 standing at the AFCON?
I mean, for Morocco and Senegal, I think almost everyone has them progressing. But the shockers here would be Nigeria. I think Nigeria is very shocking. And funny enough, not just shocking, they have been the most convincing team at this AFCON. And Egypt as well. I don't think many people expected Egypt to get this far. You know, when we had a conversation weeks ago, I was predicting Tunisia and Cameroon, and others had South Africa. A lot of people had South Africa as well. And when the tournament was going on, I mean, most people also had Ivory Coast as well. So, apart from Morocco and Senegal, I would say Nigeria and Egypt have been very surprising at this tournament.
Great stuff. Let's talk about the Nigerians, because they played Algeria yesterday in that game. Just first, your thoughts about what they did against the Algerians. It was the best defensive team coming up against the best attacking team. The storylines were that Algeria were going to be tough. It was arguably Nigeria's biggest test at the tournament. Were you surprised with that scoreline, though?
First of all, I think we need to reject this theory of Nigeria versus Algeria was the best defensive team versus the best attacking team. I feel like people, especially with Algeria, I think people just look at the scoreline. People have not been watching Algeria against Sudan. People are not paying attention to Algeria against Burkina Faso. People are not paying attention to Algeria Equatorial Guinea. People didn't pay attention to Algeria DR Congo. Algeria has not had a convincing defense. And if you watch the very first game against Sudan, Sudan had a lot of, should I say, footballing immaturity. They had opportunities to break down that Algeria defense. Ignuri was so attacking minded, he was not sound defensively. Ben Sabeni was not convincing defensively. So I just found it strange that somehow, because they conceded just a goal against Equatorial Guinea, all of a sudden Algeria became this good defensive team. They've never been a great defensive team if you really follow this tournament.
Okay.
It's just this thing when I see people watch football and they don't watch the game, they just focus on the stats. But that aside, I mean, again, it doesn't mean that they were an easy team to play. It means they were, the Algeria-Nigeria match is one of the games that was very difficult to predict because you don't know what the outcome of that game will be. But what we saw yesterday was honestly total domination. I mean, it was not even a contest. So what I made out of the game yesterday was, again, Nigeria's defense is also not convincing, and we've known that from the goals they've conceded, but there was rarely any pressure on that Nigerian backline. Mwabali is not that trustworthy goalkeeper, but even Algeria could not poke him to that extent. And I think most of us were expecting that with the firepower Algeria possessed with Mahrez, Maza, Musa, all the people they possess, you think that they would at least test Nigeria. But for 90 minutes, we did not have that, and that speaks to, again, like I was saying yesterday on my show, that speaks to the ability of the Nigerians to make sure that the Algerians play to their tune. If you go back to watch the games yesterday, the Nigerian defenders, attackers, Osai Samuel yesterday turned into Prime Kafu and Roberto Carlos at the same time. You will not even think that Ola Aina has been missed at this tournament. You've forgotten with the way Bruno is playing, Osai Samuel is playing. You would forget that Ola Aina was even one of the best fullbacks for Nigeria. The consistency, the closing down of the ball, they were working so hard. So it just, I was surprised. I was surprised by how Nigeria played. We've always known that from the way they've been playing against Mozambique, they've been good. But that performance was something I didn't expect. So what do I make of that game? It was sheer total domination. That's what I make out of that game.
Kwame, talk to me about this Nigerian team, right? Free-flowing, scoring at the AFCON. What I've realized is that they are the direct opposite of what we saw at the last AFCON under their former coach in Jose Peseiro. What do you think Eric Schell has seen
with this team?
Yes, to have freedom to be scoring so much at this AFCON?
So the thing is this. Again, I'll say this. Alex Iwobi has been playing at the AFCON since I think 2019.
Yep.
This is good. This is going to be Alex Iwobi's like fifth or fourth AFCON.
Yeah.
I think there's some core a player like Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi. I think he has reached the stage of maturity. I think Eric Shaw, who is this new coach, and let's say Jose Pesero, Kenneth Rowe, Finidi George, all of those coaches had a very, should I say, they've had a bit of conservative approach to the way they approach football. Also, again, I'm trying to pick out some of the differences. I think the revelation of Aqua Adams, I yesterday I was watching the Republic of Football and I heard coach saying that he does not really fancy Aqua Adams. But I think the addition of Aqua Adams to that front line has changed the Super Eagles. Suddenly, especially because Lukman and Osimhen were at the previous AFCON and they were good. I remember them against Cameroon, I remember them against even South Africa, they had to go on penalty. But they were good. But there was this whole reliance on Chukwueze. But Chukwueze, even in the AFCON, even in the World Cup qualifiers, Chukwueze was the player being utilized. But with Aqua Adams, you see that big difference with the way Aqua. Yes, yesterday he should have had a hat trick. But there's just this telepathy between those three, the three people in the front line, and the new change to that is Aqua Adams. But then you go to the midfield, and Alex Iwobi is having a tournament of his life. Alex Iwobi all of a sudden is playing like prime Pelu. His passing, his telepathy with Wilfred Ndidi, and Onyeka is acting as the workhorse. And Onyeka too, this is Onyeka's second AFCON. Onyeka was utilized in the last AFCON. So that midfield of Wilfred Ndidi, Onyeka, Iwobi, they have had that, they've worked together from the last AFCON, and they've maintained that same course into this AFCON. The difference is when Finidi George and when they were playing the AFCON, the World Cup qualifiers, I didn't know why Onyeka was not employed in that midfield. I didn't know why Onyeka was not regularly used. You see Onyeka's influence when he came in for the game, their qualifiers against Benin. That has always been the midfield for me. The three midfield they should employ: Onyeka, Ndidi, Iwobi. And at this AFCON, it's clicking, and their fullbacks are working so hard, both attacking and defensive wise. Like everything is just clicking for them. So if you ask the difference between the previous AFCON and this AFCON, it's maturity, and the fact that the players have been playing for a very long time, and now they have a core. You compare that to, say, a Black Stars of Ghana. You realize we don't have that core midfield. It's either Partey is injured, then one day Baba Idris is coming in, another day Salas is coming in, another day Ashimeru is coming in. We just keep on changing our players over and over and over again. And I think Nigeria has been able to discover the core. Their midfield three is sorted, their front three is sorted, and now it is. And kudos to Eric Shaw, because nobody gave Eric Shaw that chance. I think Eric Shaw himself took time in his Nigerian team.
Yeah.
I don't think as at the time they met Congo, he had really figured it out yet. I think at this tournament, he's figured out this Nigerian team, and it's sad. It's sad because I'm not going to be those Ghanaians who are wishing on Nigerians downfall. I'm here for good football. The football they are playing is so good, and that football should be taken to the World Cup. It's sad that they are going to sit home with this good football they are playing. So I think the difference is the emotional maturity of players like Alex Iwobi and the fact that now they have a settled 11. So to get into that 11, you must prove why you are better than Osai Samuel or you are better than Bruno. You must prove why you are better than Onyeka, or you must prove why you are supposed to take over from Akos position. Because now I think this 11 is what Nigeria would go by. Maybe Nwabali would have to change his ways a little bit. Maybe they can improve on that department. But so far, especially in the knockout, he's not been giving the reasons why he should be taken out. So it's just maturity of the team and then finding the 11 that works.
Kwame, final question. Now, Nigeria would have to deal with the host nation in Morocco. And I like the point where you spoke about the fact that Eric Shaw, the head coach, had a few missteps during, when he took over. You can actually tell right through from the World Cup qualifiers to the playoffs against DR Congo. Now, this team has peaked. What are you expecting that they do against the host nation? Because now they would have to be dealing with the spectators, the Moroccan fans who would be behind their team to go all the way to the final.
So, again, if Nigeria wants to beat Morocco, you would have to beat them beyond reasonable doubt. Because I know people are talking about officiating, and it's not a conspiracy theory or it's something that, and I don't think it's necessarily biased, but I think the officiating has been as poor as this tournament. If you are comparing it to the tournament in Cote d'Ivoire, it's not been that great. And in Rabat, in that stadium with all the Moroccan fans, just make sure, because 50-50, all of those things, it's not really going to augur well for Nigeria. The only way they can beat Morocco is to do to Morocco what they did to Algeria. Dominate them from the beginning to the end. Show your true quality, because you see, I think Morocco is a quality team, but we've also not seen that Morocco we saw at the World Cup years. Against Cameroon, we saw how good they were, but again, I think that was more of a piss-poor performance from Cameroon, because I expected Cameroon, because the game plan from Cameroon should have been simple. Just employ the tactics execute against Ivory Coast, especially if they are coming in as the underdog. They couldn't utilize that. But I think Nigeria is not Cameroon. This Nigeria team is not Cameroon, because if you compare the Cameroonian team, they are fairly very new. Most of them are playing together for the first time. This Nigerian team have been playing together for a very long time. Attack them, dominate them, keep possession of the ball, play your game, because if you allow Morocco to have like a say in the game, if you draw the crowd into the game, if you allow emotions into the game, there is no way Nigeria is going to win. Morocco has made up their mind, and they are set in their mind that they want to win this AFCON. The only way you beat them is through your game. And the Nigerian game is full-on attack. If you watch most of Nigerian game, in the first 30 minutes of their game, they are relentlessly attacking. You are always on the backdrop. They are relentlessly crossing the ball. When it comes to aerial ability, Rosenior can head the ball. When it comes to shooting, Lukman can shoot. When it comes to pressing, the Nigerian attacking line can press. Just play your game. Don't buy into the crowd. Don't allow the crowd to come in. And don't be bothered if you've not found the goal. So far as you are playing the game and dominating the game, you would win. If you allow Morocco to have their way, if you allow Hakimi, if you allow the midfield to possess, if you allow Saibari to play, if you allow to have the chances, if you draw them into the game, they can punish you. And that game will be very important as to who scores the first goal. If Nigeria can score that first goal, I can guarantee that Nigeria wins the game. If they allow Morocco to score the first goal, then they are in big trouble. So the only way you beat Morocco is play your game, dominate them just like you dominated Algeria, and you are going to win.
Okay, so are you calling for an all North African final or West African final?
This is very hard to predict. This AFCON has been very hard, especially from the quarterfinals. It's been very hard to predict. Anyone can win. And even with Egypt and Senegal, I don't think Senegal are the favorites. I honestly, with what we've seen with Senegal, it's difficult to pinpoint a convincing game Senegal has had. You would say Botswana, but then it was Botswana. Against Congo, Senegal were not that impressive. Against Benin, yes, they won, but if you watch the way they won that game, they really labored to win that game. Against Sudan, they had to come down from a goal. Against Mali, Mali were playing with 10 men, and still Senegal couldn't win convincingly. And they are coming up against an Egyptian side who have decided that they are going to play the most haram of haram ball you've ever seen. If you watched their game yesterday, so it's not easy to predict. And I wouldn't be shocked if Egypt finds a way into that final. I would also not be shocked if Morocco finds a way to that final. I won't be shocked if the final is Egypt versus Morocco. I really wouldn't be shocked. But again, this is one of the most balanced semi-finals. Anyone can make it to that final. It's very balanced. Everyone has a 50-50 chance. You don't see this is a 60-40 chance or this is a 70-30. Every encounter in that semi-finals is 50-50. Anyone's team. The teams will be separated with the minutest and tiniest of details.
All right, Kwame, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you doing this with us. And just as always, I'm sure you'll be keeping tabs on how the semifinals goes, and then we can talk after the final as well. Do you want to say hi to your Chelsea people?
I heard them talking about Liam Rosenior, like, hey, you people talk, this Chelsea project, we've given up on the Chelsea project, so Abeku and Tali and Seti, they are sitting there saying Liam Rosenior and Tali. Give that project. No, it's not to win. That project is to make money for some.
I've told them that the project it be turn project. Don't listen.
He's the first coach to win after Conte.
Yeah.
The Conte's laurels and Conte's achievements he had before he came to Liam Rosenior. You don't have to behave yourself over there.
Corey, thank you so much. We'll leave you to go and rest, right?
Okay, guys.
All right, we'll talk some other time. Thank you so much. So that's Kwame Safo speaking to us all the way from Canada, sharing his thoughts on the AFCON. He's a big Chelsea fan also, so he's been keeping tabs on how Chelsea do fare under Liam Rosenior. Guys, over to you. Let me start off with you, Bernard, on the semi-finals. It's starting on Wednesday, 14 January. Senegal, Egypt first. Okay. And then Morocco will take on Nigeria. Kwame has said a lot about the Nigerian team. And the part I like about his submission is that all those of you that are praying that Nigeria will win the AFCON, it won't work. Nigeria will win the AFCON. Me, I want them to win the AFCON.
But if you want them to win the AFCON, why is it somebody's trial to work?
What are your thoughts about? I don't know which one you want to do. Morocco, Senegal, Nigeria.
Yeah, Morocco, Nigeria. You know, the host nations, those nations for a minute had mentioned that they had not met their competition yet in the competition.
Yeah,
if you allow me to put it that way. And I feel as they get super close, this is the real picture that's been painted, and the picture is that Nigeria say they want to win the AFCON, and I read and commentaries from the post-match interviews being granted, and I feel now their focus have shifted after they were the Nigerian national team in the tournament is a soap opera, you know, where it's like La Superdora. Did you watch La Superdora?
Sorry.
Did you watch La Superdora?
No, please.
You didn't. Great.
Esmeralda.
Or maybe Esmeralda. You know, it's gotten a bit of emotional thing inside there. It's gotten a bit of, hardness. It's gotten a bit of yempini, abepini, that kind of, mannerism, all in that picture. You know, from them fighting on the pitch to going to fight for their money from the Nigerian Football Federation to going in to win convincingly.
They've been sorted though.
And they've
been sorted.
Yeah. And okay, if I missed that part, to going to be sorted out in your raffle chase and
raffle chase.
You know, and going in to win convincingly. And win in that fashion, stamp your authority and stay united. What Nigeria is doing, they have been fighting themselves, but they come onto the pitch, and it's like everything has gotten back to normal setting, and it's a different Nigeria altogether. This is against a North African country in Algeria who possesses the likes of Riyad Mahrez and all these fantastic footballers. And Nigeria came into the game, did a 3.36 XG. Crazy. against Algeria and limited Algeria's dominance as well because the press was super high. To leave Algeria at 0.13 xg, that's crazy. So the Super Eagles, I feel Morocco will be kicked out of the tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
They'll kick Morocco out.
Yeah. They've gotten themselves to play as a unit now, Nigeria. And look at the guys who are scoring.
Victor Osimhen.
Adams.
Akko.
Akko and Dems are now back into the party.
Yeah, I like the rhyme of that.
Akko and Dems.
This guy. See, and they're playing. They are playing, and this coach, your Sakura guy, what's his name?
Eric Shaw.
He's
not Sakura like that.
Pour me water.
He has hair.
Okay, maybe
His name is Pour me water.
Yeah. So pour me water
Oh, Charlie.
in that fashion.
Behave yourself.
To have poured a bit of water on the Algerians was fantastic because he reduced their steam. Okay, to leave Lukman at number 10 behind Akko and Victor, fantastic trial. Like the way, and he shifted to a 4-3-3 and did the top like he has a pivot in Lukman and left Akko and Victor up front. So 4-3-1-2 sort of crazy play. Pour me water is a fantastic guy, superstar.
Who is Pour Me Water?
Eric Shell.
Yeah, that's his name. Why are you calling him Pour Me Water?
We all saw in the last half. In the last half,
pouring water.
yeah,
that is past.
In the last half,
He didn't
Pour
have
me water.
Mali. The Malians, they didn't have Ademola Lookman and whatever.
So they had to pour him water.
Yeah, so it passed in here inside.
he said something. He said something after the game where Lukman and Lukman, right? Lukman,
Yeah.
and the other guy is Victor. Victor and Lukman fought. He said he's the manager. He doesn't want the issue to get into the media space. This is where his managerial instinct and decision making will come to bear. So he'll go back inside there. Guys, it's not about clapping. You have to go and win that game.
Charlie.
Why are you
Yeah,
distracted?
I'm not distracted. I am telling. What's the name of the guy? Fletcher, right?
Yeah, Fletcher.
I'm telling Fletcher, Darren Fletcher,
The thing
as the
they are
interim
listening to
Manchester
you. They
United
don't know what
manager.
you are watching. So
Okay, guys, I'm sorry.
like
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Simon
I'm
Hooper.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
finished.
Simon Hooper. We have his stories now. If you allow us, we'll penetrate into the Simon.
stick to Nigeria.
So you know, I feel Eric Shell has done something. He is going to match up against Walid Ouagragui.
Yeah.
And Ouagragui himself is a phenomenal manager. He's got into the semi-finals of the World Cup, hasn't he? With a country nobody believed in at that point, even though they had done a lot of exploits. But in Africa as a country, getting to that stage of the competition, it was important. Then it was Senegal and Ghana who had gone to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. But to get into the semi-finals was unbelievable. So I know it's going to be a giant cracker of a game because for Morocco, see, is experience with what they have done, in their country at the back of their mind and what they want to achieve, just opposing that with it, and having a very good coach and wanting to show the world that they can win the AFCON and get to the feat they were or they got to in the last World Cup. So I mean, I'm not writing or rubbishing the Moroccan argument of into not giving them a chance of getting close or beating Nigeria. I don't even want to go into the head to head and history and all of those things of this competition. But I look at this game from this spectacle that look, their last games that they played in the AFCON, I think Nigeria, if you compare Nigeria's numbers against another North African country, mind you, was phenomenal. And they are aware of the threat that Morocco poses as another North African country. And I can't wait to watch that game on Wednesday. Plus, we are going to have live radio commentary to describe the full length of that awesome, all-important fixture. I tip Nigeria to win against Morocco. I'm sorry.
Seri.
Well, So a quick bite on both games. I feel we are at the juncture where we are either going to see an all North African final, an all West African final, or one North African, one West African in the final. Now then it begs the question, what happens to East Africa, what happens to South Africa? That is the level of football that we've got playing in Africa now. The powerhouses are in West Africa and North Africa. Nigeria deserve to be where they are. I'll start with them. Previous winners recently, and they are now facing up against the country that has got the best infrastructure when it comes to football in recent time in Africa. I have not been impressed one bit by the officiating in the AFCON or at the AFCON from the very first game. The first penalty that was given in the AFCON was more questionable than the word questionable against Comoros for Morocco.
Don't you? Sorry for cutting. Don't you think officiating has been bad in Morocco's games?
No, that's what I'm getting to. So the general one is officiating has been poor all across, but there's a special mention to all Moroccan games. Their officials need special mention. Look, guys, look. All the 50-50 belongs to Morocco. All 50-50 decisions belong to Morocco. And I feel I don't want to preempt that the officials are overwhelmed by the crowd that Morocco pulls into the stadium and the kind of ambience they create, hence maybe confuses them or something of that sort. Because some of the decisions, I sit back behind the screen and I ask, what is happening? To the extent that they go even to check a VAR and still the decision is where it is. And I ask myself, what's going on here? For it to go on, for the press to pick it up in Morocco, everybody knows that is what is going on. So now it's no longer like a conspiracy theory. Walid recently, after their game, came out and has started speaking against it. For a coach to leave tactics and come and be talking about other kinds of noise around the team, that means they are also taking notice. Morocco, for me, in this AFCON, have really not shown up.
They've not?
No. If this was the Morocco that showed up at the last World Cup, I don't think they would have made it to the semi-final. You can actually quote me and put me on record for that. Morocco in this AFCON have had a very good player, but the entire team performance has been way off. Brahim Diaz is having a fantastic tournament. Absolute peach of a tournament for him.
Okay.
You look at other players in the team that you'd have expected.
Idalo, my goodness.
I don't get it.
Listen, sorry, right? So there's a game going on between Brighton and United, the FA Cup game, the final game for today, and Dalo has just missed the chance. That's what explains Bernard's Dalo.
Yeah, because wada and
So I had to put that in. Steady.
So like I was saying, other players have not come to the party for Morocco. The Morocco that we all saw and were impressed about is not this Morocco. And for the officiating thing, we are in Africa. I don't want to say that they would go somewhere and it will be done to them. But that is what is sort of becoming the issue. I don't get why CAF would organize a tournament like this and people who are flying. You know, someone actually left London and went to watch the Nigeria-Algeria game because it was cheaper for him to travel that way than go watch his team Hull City. We have such stories around the AFCON, but we are complaining about officiating. If CAF wants to honor Morocco, they should tell us. We will come up with an award scheme for them. For instance, FIFA wanted to honor Uncle Donald Trump, His Excellency, for doing wonderful peace work. What did they do? They gave him what? The FIFA Peace Award.
Yeah.
So if CAF deem it fit that they want to give Morocco a special plaque, we would help them come up with a name for a category for that award. But what we are seeing in the AFCON, I beg to differ. It's a poor showing from the officials. But now to the Egyptian and then the Senegalese game. I feel Senegal have more gears to go into, and we are about to see that in the semi-final. But for Egypt, they had one good game in them to give, and for me, that game has passed. So I feel Senegal will actually get into the final phase. But for the Nigeria and Morocco game, like Safo said, Nigeria need to play above and beyond themselves. Don't get into tackles that will get a red card in that game to disrupt what you want to play. Don't get seriously some of the things that I am preempting, because just oppose the power play of Nigeria and Morocco in this competition. Obviously, Nigeria is miles ahead of Morocco in this competition when it comes to quality of play. However, we know the 11th, the 12th, and 13th and 14th man will be on the pitch. So please, we beg them, if they want to make the final and end up rubbing it in our face, no problem. But they should know that if they make the final and don't win it, they will become the most the country with the best losing position more than Ghana. As it stands, both Ghana and Nigeria have made it to the final and lost it 5 times. So when they do it, and they do it one better than the Black Stars, it will be 6-5.
How about if they win it?
Oh, if they win it, then it will be fantastic. That one, when they win it, that means they go one against again. Yeah, whatever happens at this point is 1 up on the Black Stars. Yeah, 1 up. It's like you're playing Super Mario.
Okay, Kobna, you have the final say on the AFCON, then we activate the phone lines.
Very interesting semi-final tie. Nigeria meeting the host nation, that's Morocco, and it's going to be a very interesting one. With how Nigeria has played this in this tournament, they've been should I say the best team in the AFCON so far, playing so well. Victor Osimhen, Lookman playing so well. Morocco hasn't impressed me so well, as he said, and that's very true because they've not played very well. Officiating also not going so well for other teams when they're playing against Morocco. So for the Nigerians, they need to play so well. If they have to beat Morocco, they have to do what they did in 1980 when they beat Morocco in the same semi-finals to win their first AFCON. That was in 1980. That was when Nigeria won their first AFCON. Yeah. So they have to do their best to be able to beat Morocco. And since Morocco is the host nation, as you said, the 12th man will be there, the 13th man will be there. So they have to play above their level. 13th man. Oh,
so the 12th man is
the 12th man is the supporter.
Said you want me so some.
So the 12th man will be. The 12th man will be the supporter, the supporters. The 13th man will be the referee.
Then 14th man is the VAR official.
So they need to put up their possible best to be able to win this game. That's the Nigerians. But I just feel like the Moroccans will just win. And for the Senegal-Egypt game, a very big one that will be played also on Wednesday at 5 p.m. And I feel like that will also be a very good game because the Senegalese are playing so well. Not so well, but at least able to push through to win games. Yeah. Look at what they did against Mali. So good. Against even Sudan, they had to just push hard to be able to win that game. For the Egyptians, it was very good for them to beat Cote d'Ivoire because myself, I was surprised for Egypt for they beating Cote d'Ivoire of how brilliant Cote d'Ivoire have been. And they were able to beat the Ivorians, and that was so good from the Egyptians. And I just feel like this game against Senegal, they need to put up a lot of good performances and put up a lot of work. For the Senegalese, I'm very sure that they have what they did to the Egyptians in the 2021 AFCON final that was played in 2022 when they won the AFCON. And also, this same Senegalese didn't allow the Egyptians to qualify for the 2022 World Cup when they played the playoffs home and away, and Senegalese won on penalties 3-1. So this is going to be a very interesting one for the Egyptians because they'll have it at the back of their mind that they are coming for revenge because of the 2 previous games that they played. That's 3 previous games they've played, and I'm sure the Egyptians will try to do their best. But I just feel like Senegalese will just push through. The experience and how good some of their players are is just going to be tell what the Senegalese will do. So I just feel like we'll have a Senegal-Morocco final.
Okay. A Senegal-Morocco final from Kobna Mafo. That's the 2025 AFCON. Phone lines activated 0549 986 996 0539 986 996. You can call us and let's get talking. In the meantime, Manchester United are taking on Brighton in the FA Cup final. Not final, the third round.
Last time we said the last time we said Semenyo is the only Ghanaian player playing for Manchester City. Adokunu he be Ghana boy.
But and then there is Mark Edu.
Who's Edu too? Edu today. You know, so the team we should watch the team. If Doku has an opportunity, I think he's playing for the Black Stars. But something, anything. He didn't discover. Belgium, so. Yeah, he didn't discover things faster.
He discovered.
Really?
You want us to go into that story?
Because Charlie, he come Ghana to for touchamo. Then he go, the performance be different. To for touchamo, the boy started doing things.
So Doku is Belgian. Simplicity.
Okay,
let's not claim him.
In football terms.
Yeah, Semenyo is the first Ghanaian to play under Pep. It's simple as that.
Fair point.
Hi, your name? Where are you calling us from? Hey.
Oh.
We don't do pum pum here.
We don't do what?
Pum pum. 0539986996. Hi, your name? Where are you calling us from?
Oh, Gabi Milito.
My man, you good?
Oh, my man, how you doing?
I'm good.
Your name? My man. If you can carry my dish in Liberia, my man.
I beg your name, please. You the rest of right now.
You can carry the dish in Liberia.
If you who are, mention your name. Mention your name.
What?
Mention your name and where you are calling us from.
Oh, what are you know?
I don't know who I'm talking to. People that listen to radio, if you call, you don't mention your name, how would they know that I'm talking to a listener?
They're watching. You guys, and nothing to you guys. You guys should keep up with the good work, and I'm loving the analysis. You guys are just top notch, Charlie. You guys are just too much. This is the man. Hope you're okay now.
Yeah, I'm good. So please proceed with your point for me.
How is your Sundays going?
He said,
I'm asking how is your Sundays going?
My son is calm. My son is pretty decent. It's raining.
Yeah, reach out to everyone. That
Sure. They've taken it.
Hey,
you are playing Brighton. Then score you.
Pardon?
I'm saying you are playing Brighton. Then score you people.
Oh, Manchester, they're not serious. Don't mind them. Manchester United is not serious club. See, before put this club, before audition, before put this club on for sale, before write for sale for Old Trafford. Make them tell them to do chicken farm. Hello?
Hey, Imam, I'm listening to you.
Oh, you see, I was very disappointed yesterday. I was going for Cote d'Ivoire, my second home, Charlie. I was very Charlie. They should have finished Cote d'Ivoire. But yesterday, the defending against Egypt was very terrible. Charlie, what kind of thing? Amateur defending was that? I mean, school boys can really defend like that. Professional players, and look at what they were doing yesterday. I mean, I don't understand. Yesterday the defense was very bad, and the coach delayed to bring on to substitute. You are down 2-1 in the first half. Just came to the second half. You didn't change anything though, Charlie. And like the way they started the first half, and they just considered an early goal. After the goal, I said, Charlie, listen, I can't. For Cote d'Ivoire to come back, it was very. Yesterday, I was very disappointed with how they defend.
Okay.
Charlie.
All right.
But for United, we are not the serious club. You know, this United job. If they like, maybe they go bring Kajula and this thing, how do you call it? Club. Maybe add all of them, and then maybe you can put them for United match. They are not doing it because you can't. You are going for you're waiting for a coach, and you know the style of play of the coach, and you got the coach, and I think they're going to change the style of play. Once you know once you sat down with the coach and the coach showed you how he's coming to play. So me, I won't blame Real Madrid. Me, sometimes you are blaming Bam because I put the blame on that how they call that guy, that technical director. What's the name? Can you remember?
I talking about Wolcos.
What's the name?
I talking about Wolcos.
No, the other one.
Berardi.
Yeah, that guy.
Vivel.
Because you know the system of this guy when you're bringing him. And the guy the guy has come and I are telling him to change his ways of playing, and the guy will know I'll change. But it is just trying to be stubborn. You don't reach that level. You are losing. You want to fight with your owners. Don't attack you. It's not like if you are doing well and fighting with them, you can understand. But you need to watch them. And you are fighting with them. Okay. So Charlie, after United, you are not zero. United.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Iman.
United.
All right.
Bernard, tell Bernard, yeah, you go to
He's listening to you.
You know, go to United there.
0549-986-996 0539-986-996. Call us, let's get talking. I'm Gabi Ofe. Instead with Bernard Big Coach. We said in Amendment and Kwabna Marfo. Hi. Your name, where are you calling us from, please?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Latavia Person.
Your name, please.
Rahim.
Yeah. Rahim, what do you want to talk about? The AFCON, Manchester United, Antoine Semenyo?
Yeah, it's just like Manchester United. I want to talk about Manchester United and Ghana small. You see, when you look at Manchester United, it's like our management, our board is like poor like Ghana. Ghana and then Manchester United is just like African people are managing it. Like, I don't understand how the border is going. There is no direction. Even if you say you want maybe 2027 or 2028, you want to win the Premier League, you need to work towards it. But it's like there is no shape, there is no direction. Like, nobody knows. I don't even know how to say it because it's like how Ghana, the way we are managing our national team, no, that is how Manchester United is looking like. So they need to reshape it because it is undescribable to be watching a big club like Manchester United falling out day in, day out. Like they don't even know how to manage the coaches, the players. Day in, day out, like problems they, if not this player by the coach, if not this coach by the player. They need to sit up.
Okay.
So for this one there, I don't even know how to explain much to you, but anyway, then Manchester United, we need to sell the club to someone who can manage the club well for we the supporters, so that everything will be go well to us. And then Ghana too, our leaders, I hope they are watching the AFCON. Because it's like they don't care about the football lovers in Ghana. Always giving us bad leaders, those who cannot even manage their home well, to manage the team. Sorry to say this, because it's too painful for you to be seeing Mali, other guys, those who beat us, nobody is even there. Comoros and Co, nobody. And they are there watching the AFCON or they are not watching it. I don't know. But it's shameful for the leaders, those who are in front of Ghana Football Association. It's so shameful for them. And then even if they don't sack this coach, if they don't sack him, it's only one draw that we can get from this World Cup participation. It's only one draw, like Panama, that we can draw. All the other guys, we should lower our expectation because we have bad coach.
Okay, all right, sure, thank you. 0549-986-996. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from, please? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good evening. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Hey, good evening.
Yes.
I'm calling from Semenyo.
Collins, how are you doing?
Kobe.
Kobe, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I'll talk about the AFCON.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I wish all you guys happy New Year. And I want to extend my greetings to the sports minister, a very fantastic sports minister. I want to talk about the AFCON, looking at the quarterfinals matches, the intensity of the matches, the tactics at display, how good the football is, and even looking at the pedigree of coaches at the tournament. I say the last time I told a friend of mine, even if we qualified to the AFCON, our technical team would have been one of the weakest, if not the weakest. It's sad, but I always say those in the helm of affairs, in the governance of football in this country, I always say the reason why they'll go for a rookie coach, someone who is now learning how to coach for a country like Ghana, for a team like the Black Stars, one of the best African teams in on the continent, where the apex of football in this country, one of our biggest exports as a country. I always say, when you take out gold and cocoa, Ghana is one of the Ghana Black Stars is one of our biggest exports. Go around the world and ask and talk to people, and they'll tell you the head of the country called Ghana, which through the exploits of the Black Stars. So such a vital institution shouldn't be messed up with. And we've put it into a bunch of empty heads who call themselves football people, just messing up things. It's sad. But I know why they will not go for a top-class coach. Because a top-class coach, the heavy Reynards and the Eagle Bruce and all that will not sit for category coins people to order him around to dictate to him. It will never happen. Thereby reducing their influence in the Black Stars. So they'll go for a puppet in the name of a coach. So they can dictate to him and have their way with the Black Stars. And as long as Otuado remains, they always have their way in the Black Stars. And it's sad. Today, you don't even know what is going on. At this time, I even heard Mohamed Salis, who is injured. I don't know how true that is. Hello?
All right, sure.
I heard Mohamed Salis, who is injured. He's injured.
Yes.
So at least by this time, we would have had some good scouts, scouting out for players, the best of players. Do you understand? The best of players in form, Ghanaian players in form and available, at least so that they can drop them into the Black Stars going forward. But you don't know what is going on. And all they say is we are football people. And the likes of Ketu Craig will go on the radio and say Ghana went to the last AFCON and did well because we won a match. We got 3 points at the World Cup. That is the standard of the GFA president in this country. And they call themselves football people. A bunch of headless chickens. I'm just telling the government, if they don't intervene and make sure the right things are done, and they just leave it to these people, they call themselves football people, and they mess this up at the World Cup. I'm telling them we are not going to forgive them, and we are going to go hard at them. When the criticism should not just go to the GFA, but it's going to go to the sports minister and the president. Because if they don't intervene, they should intervene and make sure the right things are done.
Okay.
Because you don't even know what is going on.
Okay.
It's sad.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you so much. 0549 986 996. Our final two callers and then it's a wrap. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Desmond. I'm calling from Tesano.
Desmond from Tesano.
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah, I would like to touch on Manchester United and Ghana issues concerning Ghana Black Stars.
Please go ahead, Desmond.
After Alex Ferguson, the only coach that then sack away the pay me be this coach. this Amorim guy be the coach who then sack with the pay me. So after them sack, I'm gonna take him picture with my wallpaper. Yeah, he pay me say then sack that coach because it's like though the results are not coming in, but Ali, we do hope see with the right recruitment in terms of players, this guy can get a job done. You see, he can get a job done. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. You see, and the players that they don't want to sign for him, is it that they will not sign him, they will not sign them, or they will go and they will still sign players? That's what Amorim was, how do you call it, requesting for. Sign players for me, sign players for me. Now you sign me. Are you not going to sign players? You see, and how do you call it? Like after they've signed this Amorim guy, I think I've developed some kind of feelings. I like whenever they score man yourself, I know they feel I'm saying, I know they pin yourself. Even if they go relegation stuff, I will like them. I don't go lie. Yes, that's about Manchester United. But Ghana is arising, Charlie. See, now I know they watch the AFCON. We want to make I go watch Cameroon and these people, Morocco. Oh, and it was like, is this really African football or something that I haven't seen before? The tempo, like the match, like I was on my toes from the start to the end. Like I was like, oh, this is what I'm playing. Like the match was very, very nice, and I was like, so where would I'm gonna be? Should they qualify for this tournament? That was the question I was asking myself. That actually, because Charlie, looking at the players that we are hyping, yeah, that they are going to do something at the World Cup. Charlie, we should forget about the World Cup. Even Panama will score we. I'm not just we go get how we go 1 point out before we will take come off from the tournament inside. You see, so Charlie, now that's how they call it, and how they call it the facilities at Morocco. They like just look at everything is top notch, and like I don't know how I will even start. I will even say it. So Charlie, let's sit up from the management. From the football lovers, the government, they should do something about football because I think we are retarded. Or have we lost our way in football matters? What we can do to develop our football matters. What can we do? Have we lost the interest or we have lost the way? What is going on? We need to be asking questions. Football, we should be asking questions like, what are we doing wrong? Our football pitches are not in any good shape. And management, like, taking care of our football facilities are not in the right proportion. Like, I don't know what we are doing in this country. We will say it and leave it at some point. We will not continue it. And something, I don't know what is going on. What is going on, Chairman? See, let's put it there. So let's end it there. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my heart because my friends. Thank you.
All right, this one. It is well, yeah. It is well. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you. We appreciate our callers for making time to share your thoughts with us today on the Republic of Football. That will be all for today. Guys, do you have any concluding thoughts? Sadi, Kovna, Bernard?
I can't miss it. The way United are misbehaving, Charlie, I share in the sentiment of all the guys who've called on the show. And
the guy who said they are behaving like African.
Yeah, because he believes the standards at United.
Come on, Africans have got high standards.
The standards at United have dropped for a minute since Alex Ferguson went into retirement.
Oh, so you want him to come and coach the team?
The people at the helms of affairs have not known the direction with which they want to take this football. No, he lifted the bar. And at any time in life, if you have somebody living, a certain life that represents highness, that if you have an opportunity you want to achieve, same height, you better put that person where the person is supposed to be. And that's where Alex Ferguson is in terms of trophy, in terms of the kind of football he churned out.
The club is still paying, right?
No. The ambassadorial duty is off. So it's shameful, the level the club has dropped to, And
I want to ask Abe a question.
unlike United, Chelsea's gotten a coach. How am I being put in the two words? I mean, Chelsea's gotten a coach, but the Chelsea fans should expect a coach that builds attack using the goalkeeper, okay, as an extra man to help the fluidity of the attack up front. So they should, and it's a Premier League, so Chelsea should. It's going to be interesting. I say, the coach is going to make mistakes, and he's going to learn and relearn. So all is not well. What's happening? What's happening here? Okay.
No, but quick one. I want Manchester United fans and faithfuls to understand that their current predicament is caused by their almighty Alex Ferguson. When he was leaving, he gave them a successor, and since then they've been trying to find a successor. If he did not involve his hand in finding them the successor, Sedinam will not be sitting here saying he's part of the problem.
Okay.
I'm not arguing, it's fine.
You don't have anything to say.
I have nothing to say.
Me too, I don't have anything to say. You do have something to say?
No, please. We are
Let's
close.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back same time next week. But tomorrow there's Inside AFCON for you on 97.3. I'm Gabi Ofe. You heard from Bernard Abeku, Sedinam Edmond, and Kwabena Mafo. Technical support from Desmond Kwashi. Desmond Nyakon. Not Desmond Kwashi, I beg you. We'll back same time next week. Do take care of yourself and bye-bye.